Man, it's been a bit, everyone. Well, for me, it's been a bit. It's been about like a week or 5 days or so. So, today, I'm not 100% sure. Either this will be the last episode of this series, or it'll be the second to last, I assume. I mean, there can't be too much game left. I mean, how long have I been playing this game? For like 35 hours? Okay, 32-ish hours. There can't be much more to this game left. It's still got that big thing. So I think I just want to get right into it. So, basically, I'm pretty sure the true ending is probably based on befriending Kurusu. I think. I'm not sure. I think I remember reading like a few weeks ago when I was first looking at like the achievements or something that I do thing. So I think I just need to be nice to her as we go. So instead of cutting the recording here, we will legitimately just start skipping. I forgot to introduce everyone. Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing good. Hopefully my microphone's on and like working and stuff. It should be. Yep. Don't you like look at chat? Something. I haven't said these voices in a while. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm doing well. But, I'm a little behind, you know? I got stuff to do today, so I thought I'd just get right into recording. You know, record for like the 2 hours that's usual. Oh. Okay, that's just leaving. I have to be careful. Sorry, flashing lights while we skip through the game. And we're all friends. Yay. Yeah, I don't know what Dark Mayuri is. We're all friends, and I don't even remember what's happening at this point in the game. I've gone through like so many different parts of this game so many times, I don't even know anymore. Yeah, whatever. Talking. You know how it is with talking. You do it. Yes, me and Chris are great friends. Alright. So, I think this is another, like, save point thing. I think. Don't know. Let's see. Overnight bus, traveling expenses. What is this nonsense? Don't forget your duty as a lab mem. I think I've never done this one before, and I think after this, she doesn't message me, so I don't think I've ever done this one before. This is not gonna be our first attempt. I'm one-handing this because I'm trying to get my water ready. What do you mean nonsense? Die! What the hell, Okabe? Damn, alright, hater. I pressed the wrong buttons there. Fucking stupid face. Why'd you send that? Sorry for getting mad, Okabe. Sorry for getting mad. But Okabe, did you have to say it like that? Yes, I did. Of course I did. What do you mean? What the hell? Dang. She's mad. She wants me. Alright, I guess we'll just skip through enough. I don't know. Maybe we'll get another email from her? Should I start pausing? I don't really know. Because, okay, if this is the last episode of this series, I don't want to be spending it doing this, you know? I don't want to just spend it, like, skipping through this entire game at this point. So, I don't know, maybe... Here, I'll pause the game. Because I bet there'll be enough, like, talking and dialogue once we get to, like, whatever the true ending must be. to make up for like the 2 hours that this has to be as an episode to be consistent with the other one. So I'll just pause until we get to a news part or a new email or something, I guess, that I have never seen before. Alright, go! We're back. Alright, so this is a new email. I don't think I've ever gotten this before. Oh, let me save, actually. I don't want to mess up these events and then get stuck. The key. There's nobody at the lab. I don't have a key, so I can't get in. When are you coming over? I just assumed you'd be here like usual. It kind of feels like I'm visiting your home. Not that I want to visit your home or anything. Use one hand next door. Quit at my room as you did. See, take one step inside and it's too late. This one or this one? This one will be nice to her. Alright. Should we just wait until... I assume she'll email me back soon. We'll just wait until she emails me back soon, I bet. See? Look at that. That's her. I knew it. Alright, so I guess this is the right one. I found the key easily enough. Don't you think your security should be tighter? Should have thought that before picking a fight with Cernlol. Also, what's this frog that's been left with the key? Someone's bad taste? Only a maniac would put something that gross there. Actually, it seemed to scared the crap out of me, but keep that a secret, lol, okay? I don't think it's frog. I don't think the one that I gotta click is frog. I mean, it could be. I could try, but I don't think so. I don't need any frail girl appeal. Your strength has helped me more than you know. You're right, I was careless. I should have known better. I know I screwed up. It's all my fault. I don't know. How about this one? Oh, yeah. Sure. Alright. Maybe she'll get back to me soon. Hi, Caruso. Please email me. I don't think that was it, because we just went and... I don't think that was it. I think we just... I don't think that was it. Because we just time looped, and so she's not gonna get that email anymore, right? So maybe we'll choose... Let's choose frog for no. No, let's just do it. Let's choose frog. That one. Then we'll time skip a few bit. A wee bit. Where are the options? What? Why aren't there options? What? Wait, what the fuck? There's supposed to be options with this? There were options last time. Huh? Did I click like the wrong thing and get the same... What? Oh wait, Trifta. Oh, maybe I skipped the time where I was supposed to get that? What is this, right? Fuck, I missed it. I went too far. I have to be quick on the draw, that's... Alright. All this just so I can click frog, which it's probably the wrong answer. Alright, let's go slower. In fact, let's Well yeah, we already know that was the correct one to write, so I'm gonna overwrite this one. Alright. Frog. Oh, can I get more wallpapers? Or maybe like a sound? Can I get like a sound bite? I want more frogs. I had too much pizza, lol. Get off Rocky. Yeah, I don't think this was the right one, but yeah, man. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome, Kursu. Fucking stupid ass character. Oh, I love you. This is why you're my favorite. Don't tell Mayuri. You're not my favorite girl in this game, but of the available love interests, you're my favorite. Alright, I think I clicked that one last time, so... Did that do anything? And they shoot me, whatever. Maybe we have to wait for it to happen. I'll pause and we'll go forward a bunch and we'll see if that worked. Alright, well I'm about to be attacked by this guy. And there's the walking sound, but we did get a new email! You're delusional, I know. Are you seriously considering electric locks and card keys? Who has that kind of money? You're being ridiculous, as usual. You need to embrace reality for a change. Okay, so I guess this is the correct part. Cool. This must be, because we got a new thing. This isn't the electric box. A card keys. Where did that come from? Oh, I get it. It must have affected time looping. I know. Yes, money is a problem. The sponsor of Lab with this publication money suggests I'm desperate here. Alright, I'll tell you the truth, but keep it a secret. Stern is after us. I need your help. That. Just be sarcastic and funny. Don't be silly, I didn't get paid for that. In fact, my budget is quite tight. So tight that I have to spend all day cooped up in the lab. I'm just sleeping here. You don't have a problem with that, right? I mean, you're the reason I'm still in Japan. Do you think this is it? I don't know, she seemed kind of mad at me. I'm gonna reload. I think I just have to keep doing it until maybe she gives me like something special. Let's choose the other sarcastic one. I don't think the time looping one's interesting, because I don't know how much you knows about time looping. I can't tell if it's a true or just more usual BS, Okabe. In a serious situation, you're turning into the boy cried wolf, so tell me the truth from now on, please. Alright. Well, don't be mean to me. I think that's the right one? I bet it is. Should I check? Should I save or should I check? Blah. I'll just do it. No balls. Alright. See you guys when we come back. Hopefully with new information, or if not, I'll have to reload all those checkpoints again. See you then. Alright, so we're back. That one took a bit to get back to, kind of. Actually, not that too long. Basically, we, oh, okay, yeah, it's got blue, so it is something we can click on. Basically, I just had to, so we got the right one, and I actually went past this by accident while I was skipping forward, and I had to go back and reload the save. But basically, yeah, we just had to, so we just got back from, Ferris's timeline, and I guess we hugged her, I guess, back then? I don't really remember, but anyways, explain yourself. Hey, what the hell was that just now? That was some loving hug. I'm seriously jealous. No, not about getting hugged by you, but about having someone of the opposite sex to lovingly hug. Don't misunderstand me. Anyway, what was that about? Don't worry about it. It was just something I had to do. He's not gonna like that. But alright. Damn. Damn it. Lies, damn it. Even though all you do is sexually harass, all you do to me is sexually harassment. Hey, alright, Kurisu, calm down. Maybe one more? I don't know. I guess we'll just stop then, because there was no blue thing. There wasn't any other option, so unless I skip the blue thing, then we'll just have to wait. So I'll see you when we get that next email. Oh, got an email. I'm an unpopular girl. I don't really care if you get yourself a girlfriend, but don't forget about the time loop machine. This thing is serious. We need to get everyone together and decide what to do with it. I understand you're doing this for our Mayuri estate. Just remember there's no more to this than just Urushibara-san. To be honest, I'm still afraid of this monster I've created. I feel I'd feel better if we could talk about it. Alright. Well, there's no blue parts there, so I think that's gonna be another break between these things. But that is a new email. I don't think we've gotten that before, so we're on the right track. So, yeah, I'll see you next time when we get a new email from her, I guess. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, this is new. So I just got bit by Moeka, as we all remember. I do not like that sound. I've had to listen to that sound like 6 times at this point, of her biting me on the lip when we're in that weird struggle that I don't like thinking about. Anyway, new email. Contact me, idiot. Is everything alright? What happened with that Kiryu lady? At least let me know if you're still alive. Don't say anything stupid like you're dead, okay? Please just reply. Even an email will do. I'm so worried I can't even eat. Oh. I'm sorry for making you worry. I appreciate these emails. I really do. They remind me that I'm not alone. And don't worry, I won't die. Not until I fulfill my promise to go into a memorial with you. Oh, that's probably the one, because she likes me. The other one's better, but I think she likes me when I talk about that one. I bet that's the one. Gotta keep one eye on the thing. Well, she hasn't emailed me yet, so... Oh! Oh, it's Daru. Unless it was also her. It wasn't. Contact me, idiot. Maybe this isn't what you wanted to hear, but I need you to listen. I don't care about Aomori anymore. I just want you to be safe, Okabe. When you ran off without saying anything yesterday, it felt like my heart was going to explode, so hurry back, please. Whoa, alright. Ah, so romantic. Then, if I didn't get any blue from there, then I guess I was pretty quick on that one. So I guess I'll just go back and save and hope again. Well, I guess, I'm just trying to think. Alright, I'll see you then. This looks like it. So, what happened just now? Mayuri died, so that's before me and Kurisu had that big talk on the stairs, of course, because that's when her ending starts. Where are you now? Where are you? Haven't been to the lab in 2 days. Are you still in Akihabara? We're worried, you know. You were acting strange yesterday. I want to help, so tell me where you are right now. So tell me where you are. I don't feel right not having you around. Where are you? I want to see you. Oh. You. I think that there's not blue there. Should there be blue there? I feel like I should probably tell her, right? Like where I am? Was I too slow on getting the thing? I'm gonna have to go through all that again. I was too slow on it, wasn't I? Wait 1 second. Well, first let's save. But I bet I can actually just go and, quick load. Right? Yeah, it's 28th. So, yeah. Right? Okay. I think we just have to go through this again. I think I was just too slow on the uptake last time. I get killed, and then I go back in time. There has to be a blue thing there. Cause like, there has to be. There's always been like, see, there it is. Is that just want it again? I wasn't I? There has to be. I bet I have to like do that really quick. Truly the greatest. We have to watch Mayuri die over and over again. Just like real. It's just like old times. You're not a burden, Mayuri. Reach up to the sky. Okay. Here, let's make a save right here. Not load. Save. Oh, sky is blue. Alright, here we go. There we go. Where are you? Where you are. Let me be alone. I need to think. Alright, well I was gonna, you know, ask her to... Fine, whatever. Sure. She's gonna respond to me, right? Oh, there she is. It's letting me skip this, so we've already seen this before. Oh, it's letting me skip this, and we've already seen it before. But that looks like... I guess we'll just have to wait for the next... This is the final chapter, so I won't, like, pause the recording. Because I don't really know how much farther we could get from here. Anyway, so this is the thing where it ends, so maybe something's different now? I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to befriend, like, both her and Mayuri. Maybe I'm supposed to answer her and Mayuri different ways. Oh, and then we kiss. So it's not looking like there's anything different here. It looks like we're just doing the Kurusu ending. No, it just looks like we've done the Kurusu ending. Did I mess up something? What? I don't think I've heard this music before. It's like a remix. Okay. Is this something new? Oh. This didn't play last time. This is a very sad version. Does it play a different song when you've... That's playing all new thing. Can I usually... I don't actually know. Can't I usually skip the credits when I've already seen them? I don't know. Last time I did this was Suzuha's ending. When I played the ending twice. But I thought I could skip the credits, so... Maybe I can't this time, so maybe this is... Nothing changed. I just did the Kurusu ending again. But it's playing different music now. I don't know why. Huh. Was the true ending just the Kurusu ending, but I'm more close to her? That doesn't seem right. We still don't know why she dies in the first place. No. This is a new song. This isn't usual plays. This is like an instrumental of the main theme. And I don't think this played like that. Oh? This is new. Alright, we are on the right track then. I can't pick up my phone. I'm in the credits. I'm pressing the pick up phone button. The trigger on my controller. Hello? Eh? Who? Dad? You're looking for your dad? I'm your dad? Oh, I'm sorry, it's Taro. You lost me. Eh? But Okabe Rintaro not on. Hey, Okari, some strange girl wants you to talk to you. Who is this? Please, come to the room on Radio Kaikon right away. Who is this? I came from the year 2036. I'm Hashida Taru's daughter. My name is Amane Suzuha. Wait. Suzuha? Why are you here? Oh. Yeah, roll this shit back. Hey, all them. Why'd you disrespect Monica like that? Her, like, dying, bleeding out. Oh, chapter 11. Open the Steins gate. Ooh, okay. Oh, no, we are on the right track. Okay, we did it. She said to meet her on the roof of Radicon. When I get there, I find it cordoned off. The roof was off limits to begin with, but now it's also part of a crime scene, as if I needed another reminder of the murder that took place here 3 weeks ago. I duck under the yellow tape and open the door. The lock is still broken. I can hardly breathe after running up the stairs to get here. As I gasp for air, I look across the stark white concrete, and naturally my eyes go straight to the satellite sitting in smack dab in the middle of the roof. No way. Wow. Wow, what's that? It's a robot, right? The transforming kind? Maya and Dara were just as surprised. What is this thing? What is that thing? I mean, it looks like Suzuha's time machine, but there's something different about it. Suzuha's looked old and beat up. This one looks brand new. It's not stuck in the wall either. And besides, this is the Beta World line where CERN's dystopia never formed. Suzuha has no reason to travel to 2010. That satellite shouldn't be here. And yet, I feel like I've seen it before. Where? When did I... Of course, it was at Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. Right before the presentation started, something shook the building like an earthquake, and when I went to check the roof, the satellite was sitting there. Though still confused, I approached the satellite. Just then, the hatch opens and someone steps outside. Ah! Whoa, alright, okay. Alright, no, yeah, alright. Okay, no? Alright, okay, yeah, okay. No, I approve. No. We'll be rational adults about this. We won't say anything. Kabe Taro. Suzuha! It really is her. The part-time warrior. John Tidor. Time traveler from 2036. Daru's daughter, who will be born 7 years from now. Why are you here? I asked her the same question over the phone, but I can't help myself. I need answers. Are you a Kabe Taro? I need to know. Yeah. The way she puts it makes it sound like she's never met me before. And now that we're talking face to face, I realize that there's something very different about her. For starters, what's with all the camo? It looks dirty and worn, like she's been fighting in it for a while. She's even carrying a gun for some reason, and I'm pretty sure it's not a replica. Is she really Amane Suzuha? Hold on, just hold 1 second. This doesn't make sense. No, calm down, figure this out, Okabe. You know that this is impossible. Suzuha can't be here. She leapt to 1975 in her one-way time machine. She found the Advent 5100, made sure it would get to you, and then passed away in the year 2000. So where did this girl come from? I'm a time traveler from the year 2036. I have a request for Uncle Ocarine. Uncle? You're an uncle? We don't have time to humor Mayuri's question. Suzuha walks up to me and looks me in the eye. Her expression is grim. The next words out of her mouth are the last thing I expected to hear. This world line is headed for World War III. Oh shit. I need your help to prevent it, please. Help me change the future. What the hell are you talking about? World War III? Oh no, that's really bad. Are you really a time traveler? You're not just messing with us here? Stay out of this, Dad. Dad? Whoa, that was a shock. I mean, it's not every damn mysterious beauty calls me Dad. Though to be honest, I prefer to be called Big Brother. Wait, everyone just wait, let me think. I take a deep breath. Okay, let's figure this out. I turn to Suzuha. Is that thing a time machine? Suzuha nods curtly. She hasn't smiled once. There's no hint of the cheerful Suzuha I remember. Instead, I sense strength, conviction, and steel resolve. Your father built it? That's right. Suzuha glances at Daru. Where did you come from? The year 2036. I stopped in 1975 and 2000 first. You what? Oh, so you're the John Tidor from then, from the first one. That doesn't make any sense. She's obviously not in her 40s. Which means that time machine can travel to the future? It wouldn't be much of a time machine otherwise. This isn't the Suzuha I know, but it is Suzuha. You're from a different future? A different future? What's going on in 2036? What about CERN's dystopia? CERN? What's that? Suzuha frowns. She doesn't know about CERN? That settles it. She's definitely not the Suzuha I know. You said something about World War III? Right. In my time, humanity has been reduced to less than 1 billion people. Less than 1 billion? But the population now is like 6.7 billion. Are you saying 5.7 billion people died? That's what happens when you use nuclear weapons. It was just like the Cold War, only this time, They weren't fighting over time travel, they were fighting over time travel technology. It started with a race between the EU and Russia. Then the Americans got involved and things really went to hell. Yeah, they do that. They were all desperate to stop anyone else from being the first to build a time machine. Whoever controls time controls the world, right? Time travel again. It has the power to grant your dreams and at the same time destroy everything you love. I know that better than anyone. By 2036, the war is over, but it left Earth in ruins. We won't survive for long, not as things are. Unbelievable. In the future, the Alpha World line, CERN used their time machine to fashion a dystopia where no one could oppose their rule. Suzuha traveled to the past to change that. She showed me how to escape that convergence. The result is this: the Beta World line here, CERN fails to complete its time machine, but instead 5.7 billion people die in the fires of nuclear war. This can't be happening. You should explain to your friends everything. My legs fall beneath me, I sink to my knees. Are you okay? Mayuri kneels beside me and gently rubs my back, but I'm too stunned to respond to her kindness. I glare at Suzuha. I know it's absurd, part of me blames her. Why is this happening? You lied to me, you said a peaceful future was waiting for us in the Beta World line. We saved Mayuri, we changed the future. And now, after everything we did, Suzuha appears before me once again to say it wasn't enough? We're at a point of great divergence when... I know that already. And you understand, 5.7 billion people are going to die, and the survivors will be left with no future, no hope. I came here to prevent that, and to do that, I need your help, Uncle Okari. I refuse! Huh? I reject her plea outright. Suzuha looks hurt, betrayed, like an abandoned puppy. How dare she look at me that way? I borrow Mayuri's shoulder and struggle back to my feet. I came here from the Alpha World line. I had to sacrifice the girl I loved to make it this far. I can't go back, not to the world line where Mayuri dies. I don't care if 5.7 billion people die. I won't let her. I won't let Kurusu's sacrifice be in vain. One person versus 5.7 billion. They can't be compared. Suzuha is staring at me in disbelief. Mayuri and Daru clearly don't know what to say. I haven't told them what happened, so they can't understand. Wait, you mean you've been to another tractor field? Wow, so that's the power of reading Steiner. How do you know about that? Dad told me, and I've met you before, Uncle Corinne. In the future, that is. You've met me? I see. So the me of that tractor field went to the past, too. A faint smile flickers across her face, and she looks at me with renewed intensity. Uncle Corinne, I know you don't want to, but... No, I won't let Kurusu's death be in vain. I won't let Mayuri die. Huh? Mayuchi dies? By Kurusu, I assume you mean Makase Kurusu. Listen, Uncle. Let's say, hypothetically, that the only way to change the future of this world line is to go to July 28th, 2010, the day Makase Kurusu dies, and save her. What would you do? What? Shock fribbles through my body. What did she say? Save Kurusu? But how? We no longer have the phone wave or the time leap machine, and even if we did, I could never leap that far back. Ah, of course. I look over Suzuha's shoulder at the object disguised as a satellite. Your time machine. We can use your time machine. It came all the way from 2036. It should have no trouble going back a mere 3 weeks. Even better, this time machine can do what Alpha Suzuha's could not. It can travel to the future. I can go to July 28th, save Kurusu, then return to the present. No D-mails, no time leaps. Genuine physical time travel. I can't refuse. I literally can't refuse. I saw this time machine once before on July 28th, that fateful day. Shortly before Kurusu was killed, I saw it standing in this very spot. As sure as it is standing before me now. There's only one thing that can mean. It has already been established that this time machine will appear on that day, in this place. Even before I sent the first email, my participation was assured. Even the thought of turning Suzuha down now is meaningless. Nothing is coincidence, everything is inevitable. The revelation makes me dizzy. It's like I don't have the tiniest atom of free will, like my every action from the moment of my birth is planned for me by some cosmic force. The world line I'm aiming for isn't, what did you call it, the Alpha World line? It's not that. What we're aiming for is the space between attractor fields. The space between? There lies a world line unaffected by any attractor field. A world line known as Steins Gate. But that's the chuny name I pulled out of my ass. It doesn't even mean anything. I was told that Steins Gate is a brand new world line, one no one has ever observed. But didn't someone have to observe it to know it's there? Nope, it's never been observed, that's what makes it new. But Dad and Uncle Okarin were able to calculate its divergence. Negative 0.8081609% relative to the current world line. That's where we'll find Steins Gate. And to reach that world line, we have to save Kurusu? Exactly. She's the key to averting World War III. As long as she lives, the war won't happen, or at least 5.7 billion people won't die. Why? Huh? Why Kurusu? I mean, I know she's a genius, but are you telling me she's the hero who will save 5.7 billion people? I don't know. You don't know? And you expect me to go along with this? Hey, I'm just following Dad's plan. And apparently you're the one who came up with it in the first place. If there's a flaw in your plan, then we're all in trouble. It sounds like you didn't hear it from me, is that right? You passed away 10 years ago, 15 years from now. That is, the year 2025. Rest in peace, man. The same result as on the Alpha World line. So I don't know the whole story. I don't know the whole story. What I do know is that my dad continued to work. After you died, he built this time machine all by himself to see your plan through. That's my super hacker. Huh? He must have hacked into CERN and stolen their research, then used it to construct his own time machine. On the Alpha World line, CERN killed Dara before he could complete the machine. But here, Dara was able to perfect his design. That's why I can go back to the future. At least, that seems the most likely explanation. Ow, I hit my finger. Uncle Ocarine. Like I said, Steins Gate is unobserved and nobody knows what future awaits us there. There's a chance that a dystopia rises from the ashes of World War III. There's a chance that Makase Kurusu dies just 2 days after you save her. There's a chance that you don't die in 2025, but next week. There's also a chance that when 2036 comes, there will be no dystopia and no world ravaged by war. There's a chance that everyone, including Makase Kurusu, will still be alive. There's a chance that a wonderful future awaits. At least it won't be the future I came from, and it won't be the future the other me came from. That much is certain. Is an unknown future really for the best? I would hate for the ending role to say, despite your best efforts, you made everything worse. It's completely unknown, completely unpredictable. Kurusu can't be saved, I know that. Even if we change the past, convergence will ensure her death, just as it did for Mayuri. It's impossible, there's no way this plan can succeed, blah blah blah. In the end, fate will win, as it always has. But if you're willing to try, if you're willing to come with me to July 28th, then take my hand. I look down at Suzuha's hand. Her skin is rough, her palm calloused. This cool, collected, unsmiling Suzuha comes from a ruined world, from the ashes of a war that claimed over 5 billion lives. I can only imagine what she's been through. Kurusu. How I have dreamt of saving her. I would do anything to change her fate. But how do I know this invitation won't lead me into another maze of despair? Mayuchi doesn't understand any of this. But this Makase person was very important to you, wasn't she? I think you should go for it. 5.7 billion people, man. I can't even imagine. But don't sweat the small stuff, just save the girl and you're set for life. It's the dream of every otaku. Mayuri and Dara offer me encouragement, but it's not enough to overcome my doubt. Makase. The Makase Kurusu we knew, lab member 004, is already gone. Even if I save her on this world line, she won't remember any of the time she shared with us. So there's no point. I won't bend time to my convenience, not again. I'm not God, I don't have that right. If I try, I'll just end up making things worse. Reason pleads with me to stop. And yet, I look at Suzuha's outstretched hand, and then with resignation, I grasp it firmly. I'm in. Try though I may to fight it, this choice was made for me on July 28th, the moment I laid eyes upon this time machine. Fate wants me to take your hand. Who am I to argue? I'm not at all confident that I can save Kurusu. How many times have I tried to resist fate only to fail? I don't want to see her die. But if there is a chance, however small, that she could be saved, I have to try. Even if I can't take back what we had, I want more than anything to save her. Oh, it's extended from the intro. It's got a guitar solo. Let's go. Thank you, Uncle Ocarine. Hop aboard. Can this thing even fit 2 people? Of course it can. It's my dad's masterpiece. Dara, your daughter really loves you. I don't get it, but stop calling me dad. I'd rather be a big brother. You know what I mean. Be sure to come back, okay? I don't want you to disappear, okay? I'm not going to another world. It's just a short hop to the past. I pat Mayuri's arm reassuringly. Then I follow Suzuha to the time machine's hatch and slip inside. Alright, bye you too. Be safe. The interior is cylindrical and surprisingly tight. When I sit down on the ledge that rims the cylinder, it puts me face to face with Suzuha, kind of like one of those giant teacup rides. There were fewer controls than I expected. The inside definitely looks more refined than what I saw of Suzuha's time machine in the Alpha World line. But one thing remains the same, the time display panel, a black screen with red lettering. I guess it's just Daru's taste. Give me your phone. When I hand it over, Suzuha casually tosses it out the hatch. Hey! It's better not to bring it, it'll cause interference. Oh. No, I thought this said interference, but I was remembering the fucking... oh shoot, who is it? Is it Adam Levine? No, that's the new one. The one where it's like, I met so-and-so in a Walmart, and they were like, you have to scan each Milky Way bar individually, you know, to stop the interference. Interference? Oh, I see. We're going to July 28th, so there'll be 2 of me, and if I bring it, 2 of my phone. I guess that could be a problem if I got a call or something. The time travelers really do need to be careful about what they bring to the past. Shut the hatch. I hear Mayuri and Daru cheering outside. Mayuri caught my phone, thankfully. I give them a final nod, then close the hatch. Silence engulfs us. Suzuha is operating the time display panel. She sets our destination, July 28th, 2010, 11:50 AM. That should do it. That's cutting it awfully close. I remember that Dr. Nakabachi's presentation began at 12. This time machine can't physically move. Meaning? No matter what time we travel to, we'll always arrive at the exact same coordinates. In other words, on the roof of Radicon. I mean, it's a little more complicated than that, but there's no time to explain it. Anyway, we could leave to the day before the presentation, but if we attract too much attention, they could close Radicon and cancel the presentation. That's why we've got to cut it close. I see. Uncle, this is your first time traveling, right? Okay, first, stop calling me uncle. And yes, I've made more time leaps. This isn't your first, I'm sorry. And yes, I've made more time leaps than I want to remember, but I've never time traveled before. According to Doneycatjr, the G-forces are pretty strong. You feel like you're being stretched out. Yeah, I wrote that. The Doneycatjr stuff? Right, back when I left to 2000. I see. The past has changed back, I suppose, from my point of view. When I was on the Alpha World line, I saw Tyler's posts on @channel in real time. On this world line, those posts were made in English BBS in the year 2000. You don't sound surprised. Nothing can surprise me now. My brain's too busy trying to process all this new information. It feels like it's gonna blow. I'll go over the mission one more time. Once we arrive, there'll be no time for chit-chat. The objective is to prevent Makase Kurusu's death. Ever since I returned to this world line, I've avoided all news of Kurusu's murder. I was afraid of setting that result in stone, so I still don't know who killed Kurusu. I don't know how or why she died, and I don't know anything at all. If I had known it would come to this, I would have looked things up? Would I have looked things up? I ask myself that question, the answer is no. What about the attractive field convergence? That day's a turning point, remember? Meaning the probability of Makase Kurusu's death is roughly 50%. So convergence won't happen? It may happen, it may not. No, it probably will. But I'm sure there's a loophole somewhere. The loophole is the doorway to Steins Gate. So in the end, it's a gamble. Oh, one more thing. Watch out for Dr. Nakabachi. What do you mean? Remember what I said about World War III? It all started because of something called the Nakabachi paper. A paper Dr. Nakabachi wrote detailing his theory of time travel. But that fraud theory was just a ripoff of Doneycatjr's. Wait a minute, Doneycatjr's sitting right in front of me. So what Tyler posted on the internet was true? I mixed in some lies, but so not many people listened to me at the time. I never thought someone would reevaluate it. 10 years later, looks like he built his theory off what I wrote. Apparently it's almost perfect. Anyway, Dr. Nakabachi was there when Makase Kurusu was killed, right? So watch out for him. I'm sure he's important to the divergence of this world line. Dr. Nakabachi, important? I thought he was just some con artist. Ready to go? Fasten your seatbelt. I look underneath my butt to find what looks like a car seatbelt. I wrap it around my waist and fix my body into the seat. Does it shake a lot? Shake? No, it doesn't shake. You mean it does something else? Wait, is this safe? Suzuha leans forward and pushes a bright yellow button on the bottom of the panel. There are no windows, so I can't tell if the time machine is moving. It's only 3 weeks, so it shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 minutes. Suzuha fastens her own seatbelt and sighs. When I first left in 1975, it was 6 long hours with nothing to do. I guess time travelers have their own problems. Since it's only a few minutes, we won't bother with the oxygen mask. Just be aware we'll have no oxygen for the duration. You mean I have to hold my breath? Right here. Suzuha points to the center of the cylinder, the space between me and her. There'll be an air pocket, stick your head inside and you'll have enough oxygen for about 10 minutes. Hey, for argument's sake, what happens if we fail to save Kurusu? There's not much fuel left, we barely had enough to begin with, there's not even enough for a return trip to 2036. So if we fail to change the world line, then I'll be stuck in this time. But don't worry, as long as we're just traveling 3 weeks each way, we still have enough for 2 round trips. So what she's really saying is we only have 2 chances. But then, how do you plan to get back to 2036? I don't. Once we reach Steins gates, I won't have any reason to come to this time in the first place, will I? Causality will be reconstructed, I should disappear from this time, since I'll probably be living peacefully in 2036. But that all depends on you, Uncle Ocarine. I've been trying to do like a more active voice, because she's been war-torn and not like, and just kind of like chill. If you noticed, but also, I just kind of talk like her normally like that, so whatever. Her tone is light, but her expression is serious. This is the first time in weeks that we've spoken, but I just now realized something about her. Suzuha is pretty reckless, isn't she? Yeah. Suddenly there's a zapping sound and countless faint silver lights start floating around the cylinder. They look like moss dust or powdered snow. The lights slowly change colors. Violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Back to silver, violet, blue. The colors of the rainbow? I feel pressure on my entire body similar to the sensation you feel as you ascend in an elevator. In an elevator, you feel as if you're being pulled downwards, but instead, the time machine feels like it's pulling at my back. The feeling of pressure quickly increases. It starts to feel like I'm falling horizontally. I've never experienced anything like this. It's so uncomfortable, I want to scream. The strangest thing is that the time machine itself isn't shaking. In fact, it doesn't even seem to be moving at all. There's no noise, no vibration. It's eerie. The pulling sensation grows even stronger. I can hear my bones creaking. I imagine my body flattened like a pancake. It's not a pleasant thought. It's getting worse. I look at Suzuha. She has her eyes shut and her jaw clenched tight. I can no longer move. It feels like my back is glued to the wall. My vision begins to warp. And within my warping vision, the powder of light still shifts to the colors of the rainbow. It's strangely beautiful, like something out of a painting. And still I keep falling. Where is it taking me? Through a tunnel in space-time? All I know is that I'm falling. Suddenly, everything goes dark. I try to scream, but even my voice falls away. It doesn't even reach my own ears. It's gravity. There's an intense gravitational distortion behind me, and I'm still falling towards it. My vision slowly recovers. The smell of ozone fills my nostrils. Suzuha takes a deep breath and unfastens her seatbelt. We're here. I gulp for air. Did I really just travel through time? If so, then this is July 28th. The day Kurusu and I first met. The day I sent the first email. The day it all began. Suzuha takes out a digital watch. It's a fairly old-fashioned design. I bought it in 1975, but it's not even 3 years old yet. This is where an uninformed person would say, in Japanese please. Suzuha sets the watch to the correct time and then hands it to me. The display reads 11:51. Nakabachi's presentation starts at 12. Let's do this. You keep an eye on Makase Kurusu and stop whoever tries to kill her. And you? I'll back you up. Also, remember how I took away your phone? The U of July 28th is here too, meaning there are currently 2 Okabe Rintaros in this world. Whatever you do, don't let your past self see you. It could cause a major time paradox. But Tyler said that couldn't happen. That was a lie, misinformation. Come to think of it, Alpha Suzuha said the stuff she posted on the Many Worlds interpretation was fake too. Got it. Let's go. We'll rendezvous with the time machine when it's over. Suzuha finishes her rushed explanation and motions me towards the hatch. I open the hatch and grab the rim. I squeeze my way out. Suzuha crawls out after me and closes the hatch. You hide, I'll provide a distraction. Suzuha runs up to the emergency door. And then, to my astonishment, she draws her gun and fires at the doorknob. Oh, okay. The door opens easily. That must have broken the lock. Any minute now, a crowd of people will run up these stairs to see what happened. My past self will be among them. I need to hide before they get here. That was a close one. I nearly bumped into myself on the 8th floor landing. Right after I ran downstairs at the 7th floor, I heard footsteps running the other way behind me. Those footsteps were mine, no doubt. It was a near miss. To be safe, I descended to the 4th floor before stopping to take a breath. I take a look around, but there's nobody paying attention to me. I wonder what Suzuha's doing. I'm worried, but I need to focus on my own mission. I must prevent Kurisu's death. In about 30 minutes from now, just after Nakabachi's presentation ends, someone will murder her. I know where it happens, in the 8th floor hallway, towards the back of the building where people rarely go. What I don't know is who stabbed her. Instead of running around and drawing attention to myself, I should just wait at the scene. Let's cool off here for about 5 minutes, and then head over there. If I remember correctly, Kurisu tried to talk to me in the assembly hall, but I blew her off and came down here. After that, I tried calling Mayuri, but her phone was off and I couldn't get through, so I went back up to the assembly hall to find her. What time is that? I searched my memories, trying to plot the actions I took on July 28th. It sounded simple when Suzuha said it, but staying away from my past self was going to take more work than I thought. Frustration mounts. I shoved Suzuha's watch in my pocket to quash it. Just then... Excuse me. Yeah, because remember she tells us that at the very beginning that we were about to cry when we saw her for some reason. This is why. That voice. I turn around. Kurisu. Do I know you? No. You came down from the roof just now, didn't you? She looks at me with those beautiful eyes shining with intelligence and strength of will. I thought I would never see her again. But now before my very eyes is the girl I love. Tears well up in my eyes. I want to embrace her right this instant. It takes everything I have to resist the urge. Don't forget, this is our first meeting. This Kurisu doesn't know me. I heard a strange sound from the roof. Is that why the building shook just now? What's going on? It's not Dr. Nakabachi's doing, is it? Why did I have to run into Kurisu of all people? I can't answer. I'm afraid that if I speak, I'll be unable to contain my emotions. The memory of her last smile was burned into my mind, imploring me to act. Are you listening? You're sweating like crazy. Kurisu looks at me with suspicion. What would happen if I were to grab Kurisu and run? Would divergence change? Would her murder be averted? I recall all the times Mayuri died. I recall all the times I time-leaped. All the times I time-leaped to save her. Everything I tried ended in vain. I was unable to save her even once. No matter what I did, the world itself killed her. Won't it be the same with Kurisu? Should I even try? I reached towards Kurisu, my hand shaking. Hey! She steps back in surprise and fear, clutching a manila envelope to her chest. This is our first meeting, I know that, but to me she's still the girl I love. If I'd been thinking straight a second ago, I would have realized that my plan to grab her and flee wasn't going to work. Kurisu would never follow some strange man she only just met. Running isn't an option. All I could do was wait at the scene of the crime. Fighting against the urge to stay, I forced myself to turn and leave. Please answer my question! But Kurisu pursues me. Why is she so desperate to know who I am? I do look suspicious, I'll admit that. But if she thinks I'm dangerous, why would she come alone? I turn around reluctantly and meet Kurisu's stare. Answer me. Can I really save you? The words catch in my throat. Can I save her? I don't know. All I know is that convergence is merciless and cruel, and that I am powerless to stop it. Can you what? I shake my head, then bolt for the stairs, before Kurisu can react. Wait, stop! When I make it back to the 8th floor, the presentation has already started. I peek into the door of the assembly hall. Who the hell am I? Someone who knows you for a fraud, that's who! Someone in the audience is shouting at Dr. Nakabachi, and that someone is me. Now I remember, I confronted Dr. Nakabachi in the middle of his presentation. I called him a fraud for ripping off John Tyler's posts. From this angle, I look like a real asshole. Someone throw that man out! Staff members approach. Damn, this is embarrassing. But there's nothing I can do here. I need to leave before Kurisu appears. I turn around and head deeper into the dim passage. An image flashes through my mind. She was lying there at the end of this passage in a puddle of her own blood. 20 minutes from now, that's exactly what will happen. Can I prevent it? I must, whatever it takes. There's a pile of junk, toolboxes, cardboard, and the like, about halfway down the passage, the perfect hiding spot. I crouch behind them. Now all I have to do is wait for Kurisu to show. But what will I do when she does? Only now do I realize that I'm completely unarmed. I really didn't think of this through. Kurisu was lying in a pool of blood, that means her killer had a weapon. Since I didn't hear a gunshot, it must have been a knife or something similar. How am I going to defend her, and myself? Is there anything around here that might work as a weapon? I still have about 20 minutes. But one wrong move and someone might catch me. I shouldn't leave the spot. Maybe I'm being overly cautious, but this is my only chance to prevent Kurisu's death. I don't want to jeopardize that. I don't know what I'd do if I ran into Kurusu again. It's a miracle that I managed to tear myself away last time. The longer I wait in the darkness, the harder it becomes. The anticipation is killing me. So far, not a single soul has passed down this hallway. I can faintly hear Nakabachi's voice with the mic from far away, but that's it. The silence does nothing but increase my tension. To make matters worse, it's hot and humid. I guess the air conditioner's not back here. My entire body's drenched in sweat, and I haven't even been hiding for a minute. Sweat drips from my brow to the floor. I rub it out with my shoe. I have to keep waiting. There's no other choice. I stay there, crouched in the darkness for what seems an eternity. In the distance, I hear the sound of sparse applause. I glance at Suzuha's watch. It's 12:26. I guess the presentation's over. I peek out from behind the boxes, and just then... I hear footsteps approaching. I quickly duck back behind cover. My heart is pounding. Someone's coming this way. Who? Is it Kurusu's murderer? I clench my teeth and try to drive away the tension. I can only pray that I won't be found. Finally, the footsteps pass right by my hiding spot. Moving only my eyes, I sneak a glance at the person. Kurusu? There's no one with her. I didn't expect Kurusu to be the first to appear. What is she doing back here? This area's for employees only. Now that I think about it, Kurusu's murder made no sense. Why was she killed in a place she would normally never come? Careful to keep quiet, I watch Kurusu from the shadows. About 5 meters down the hall, she stops walking and leans against the wall. She's holding that manila envelope I saw her with earlier. She peeks inside and smiles softly. Why is she smiling? Kurusu rarely smiles like that. I mean, it's more like her to glare at people. That envelope. I searched my memories again. When Kurusu approached me during Nakabachi's presentation, I'm pretty sure she was holding that envelope. But did she have it when I discovered her body? I don't remember seeing it. What could be inside to make Kurusu smile like that? I can't begin to imagine. Kurusu hasn't moved a muscle. She's just standing there, head hung, her face hidden behind her long hair. I can't read her expression. Is she waiting for someone? Who? Probably Dr. Nakabachi. Who would she meet in a place like this? She's gonna kill him. Or he's gonna kill her, right? That's when I hear another set of footsteps approaching. I can't see who it is from where I'm hiding. But given the timing, it has to be the person who killed Kurusu. Maybe it's Moek, I don't know, man. And as proof, Kurusu raises her head and upon recognizing the newcomer, lifts her back off the wall. Her expression softens slightly. The footsteps come even closer. Who is it? I wanted to talk. Kurusu suddenly starts speaking. The footsteps pass right by my hiding spot. I'm so tense I can't move a muscle. The newcomer finally appears in my narrow field of vision. And it's... yeah. Huh? Dr. Nakabachi! I slap a hand over my mouth to keep from shouting in astonishment. Kurusu and Dr. Nakabachi know each other? Oh, one more thing. Watch out for Dr. Nakabachi. Something else occurs to me. Why would Kurusu, an accomplished scientist, attend the presentation of a man like Nakabachi? He's just a 2-bit inventor. Only 15 people came to hear him speak, and that's including trolls like me. There wasn't even any press coverage. Besides, Kurusu hates time travel science. That much was obvious from her lecture at ATF. In that case, it's obvious why she's here. She didn't come to see the presentation. She came to see him. But why? What could be the connection? Wait, it can't be. Are you listening, Papa? Papa. He's her father, her estranged father, who she told me she hadn't seen in 7 years. Kurusu did say that her father was a physicist. Yeah, I think a psychic. I think it's a physicist. Nakabachi certainly is a physicist, though the scientific community at large has rejected his research. But wait, does that mean that Nakabachi killed his own daughter? Or was it someone else, someone who has yet to appear? There's no way to know. If I could be sure that Nakabachi was the killer, then I would intervene right now. But I'm not. I better keep watching, see what happens. What is that? I heard you were giving a presentation on time travel. So I thought about it too. Could it be possible to make a time machine? Kurusu wrote a paper on time travel, but when she spoke at ATF, she rejected the very idea of time travel. Although, come to think of it, she was awfully interested in the phone wave. Damn, I forgot how much of a tsundere she was. I'd like your opinion, Papa. We can polish it together and then submit it to the scientific community. I don't know if they'll listen, but just in case, I do have an acquaintance at Science Magazine. Nakabachi takes out the document and starts reading it with a disgusted frown. So that's what it was. She didn't have anything dangerous in the envelope, like drugs or a gun. It was just some document. But that raises a new question. Could that be the Nakabachi paper? According to Suzuha, the document sparked a time travel arms race that ultimately led to World War III and the deaths of 5.7 billion people. It started with a race between the EU and Russia, and America got involved and things really went to hell. Is that why Kurusu's safety is so important to changing divergence? I get it now. Nothing is coincidence, everything is inevitable. Nakabachi flips restlessly through the document. He's not even trying to hide his irritation. Did I ask you to write this? Well, no, but you invited me to come, remember? It was the first time we talked in 7 years. That's what got me thinking. And as I worked on the thesis, I started to realize it might actually be possible to build a time machine. If the thesis is published, you could have your revenge on the scientific community for shunning you. I wasn't shunned. Nakabachi suddenly shrieks at Kurusu, causing her to shrink back in fear. This incompetent bastard was just jealous of my superiority. I was the one who gave up on them. Please don't yell. Nakabachi gives his daughter a disdainful snort, then goes back to flipping through the paper. You read really fast, Papa, just like I remember. Nakabachi even ignores Kurusu's words of endearment. Not bad. You think so? We can submit it jointly if you'd like, I don't mind. No, don't do anything. I'll take care of it. What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean, don't think you're special just because you got your plebeian thesis published in some magazine. What? Is that how you look at your father? I'm sorry. An awkward silence follows. I feel no warmth between these two. The only thing I feel is distance. Kurusu in particular seems desperate to avoid upsetting her father. We haven't seen each other in a while. There's a lot I want to talk about. You live in Aomori now, right? Kurusu is trying to maintain a cheerful tone, but I can see that her expression is stiff. I remember how she said she had trouble dealing with her father. I think my father hates me. She looked so lonely when we spoke those words. Leave. Eh? Go back to America. Never show your face to me again. But... You want my opinion? We'll submit it jointly? You don't mean any of that. I know how you think. He sounds like a child with an inferiority complex. Is this pity? How dare you? You're supposed to be my daughter. I don't understand. Please calm. I am calm. Don't tell me what to do. This is bad. It's almost time for Kurusu's murder. Was it really Nakabachi, her own father, who killed her? I'll tell you why I called you here today. I wanted to show you my research beyond even what you could imagine. I wanted to prove once and for all that you are nothing compared to me. But that brat in the lab coat ruined everything. I know you were laughing at me too. Don't you deny it. How dare you treat your own father this way? I wasn't... You want my opinion on this thesis? Fine, I'll give it to you. Nakabachi rolls right over Kurusu's objections. It's like he doesn't even hear her voice. I'm gonna publish it myself. End of discussion. You're stealing it, Papa? What did you say? You're stealing my work? I didn't think even you would do something like... Ah! Nakabachi suddenly whirls and strikes Kurusu across the face. What do I do? I know I should do something, but what? Who do you think you're talking to? Oh dear. Nakabachi throws the paper aside and seizes his daughter by the throat. Kurusu gasps for air, her face twists and pans and his grip tightens. You can't possibly understand how I feel. Why'd you have to be so talented? I detest you, I hate your very existence. Nobody is allowed to be better than me, understand? Nobody, especially not my own daughter. That's why I sent you away. I couldn't bear the shame of being your father. It's all your fault, it's all your fault. This is completely absurd, he's blaming her for his own failures. I've seen enough, he's the killer for sure. I burst from my hiding spot. Stop! Huh? I ram him with my shoulders, hard as I can, knocking him away from Kurusu. Kurusu gasps for breath. Who the hell are you? I won't let you kill Kurusu. I'm gonna save Kurusu. I'm gonna save her and change the future. Even a weakling like me can pin down an old man like Nakabachi. Then I can get Suzuha to call the police and... The memory of Kurusu's body flashes to my mind. No, it won't turn out like that. Steadying himself with one hand against the wall, Nakabachi gets to his feet and looks straight at me. The instant our eyes meet, his face twists in rage. You're the brat who ruined my presentation. His presentation? Right, of course, I called him out on his lies in the middle of his presentation. Nakabachi's mistaken me for my past self. Understandable, since we look exactly the same. How dare you show your face before me? Why does everyone get in my way? I know, you and Kurusu planned this, didn't you? Didn't you? He's delusional. You brats won't get away with this. Nakabachi glares at me with bloodshot eyes and takes something out of his pocket. At first, I can't tell what it is, but then I see it glint in the dim light. A knife. The blade is about 20 centimeters long. I can't help but shiver at its cold shine. Why is he even carrying something like that? Is he completely insane? Wait, is that the weapon that killed Kurisu? I won't let that happen. Damn, why is my brain so fixated on that scene? You'll pay for mocking me! Nakabachi charges like an enraged bull with no sign of hesitation whatsoever. He raises his knife high. Ugh! I instantly dodge back, the knife misses me by a hair. He gathers himself for another strike, the sight of his face twisted in madness and rage fills me with terror. I want to scream. He's gonna kill me! No, don't be afraid. I can't die here, the passes are already decided. But wait, if the past is already decided, then doesn't that mean I can't save Kurisu? I shake off the thought. Just think about saving her. Apologize! Following my fear, I force myself to stop running away. Instead, I lunge forward. I knock Nakabachi's hand aside. The knife falls from his grip and clatters to the floor. I leap on it and pick it up. That was easier than I expected. Stop it, Papa! Don't tell me what to do! I look up in surprise. Nakabachi has taken a screwdriver from a toolbox left in the passage. Kurisu is walking towards him, pleading with him to stop. She's completely defenseless. No, Kurisu, stay away from him! You're the one in danger, not me! Just when I thought I'd disarmed him, he finds something else. Even a screwdriver can kill with enough force behind it. Run, Kurisu! Kurisu glances at me, but she doesn't move. Why won't she run away? This is crazy, Papa. Please stop! What do you know? What do you know? Nakabachi's completely lost his mind. Nothing she can say will reach him. If only you'd never been born! Nakabachi turns to Kurisu, brandishing a screwdriver, but Kurisu still doesn't run away. Blood spurts from the arm Kurisu used to guard her face. She's going to die, I have to do something. I grip the knife firmly in my hands. Kurisu won't die if I kill Nakabachi first. That image again. Stop getting in my way. I won't be tied to that past. I need to do this to change the future to save Kurisu. Nakabachi! As Nakabachi raises his arm for another blow, I thrust my knife at his unprotected back. No! God damn it. Through the knife, my hands feel resistance. The sensation of tearing through flesh, scraping bone. It's surprisingly tough, but at the same time I feel the flesh pulsating. It shifts in time with my victim's breath. Yeah, you killed Kurisu. Yeah, you stabbed... I stabbed... Why? I can't believe my eyes. What happened? I tried to stab Nakabachi. The blade should have pierced his back. And yet... At the last minute, Kurisu forced herself between us as if to protect Nakabachi. Why? Strength drains from Kurisu's body. She slumps against me, her head on my shoulder. Ha! Ha ha! A fitting end for you fools! Ha ha ha! Alright. Laughing maniacally, Nakabachi picks up the drop thesis and runs to the elevator at the far end of the hall. I can't chase him. I know what's going to happen if I don't stop him, but I can't take a single step. Is this the joke? Is this the punchline? I wanted to know who killed Kurisu, and now I kind of knew it, right? Because like he appeared earlier, I knew it, and because we knew he came back in time, and he was here. I kind of knew it that was gonna be the kind of twist they'd play. I'm sorry. Kurisu speaks. Her voice is barely a whisper. I feel something wet on my hands, wet and warm, blood. Kurisu's blood, gushing from her wound. It's warm but not hot, and yet it feels like it's burning my hands. I try to pull the knife out. If I can stop the bleeding, maybe she'll be okay. But my hands won't move. It's like they've turned to stone. My arms, my fingers, no matter how hard I try, they won't move an inch. Kurisu's breathing quickly grows labored. She's suffering. I didn't mean for this to happen. This isn't what I wanted. Why won't my hands move? I want to pull out the knife. I want to erase the pain, ease the pain. Why won't my body obey me? It's as if someone else is in control. Kurisu's body convulses against mine. The pain must be unbearable. Is there nothing I can do to help her? I want to cry. Why? The only thing I can do is ask. Because he's still my father. I just wanted him to accept me. I studied so hard hoping he would. praise me. But now I finally understand. Papa didn't want to accept me. I'm such an idiot. Why did I save him, I wonder? I'm sorry for getting you involved. It hurts. Am I gonna die? I don't want to die. I want it to end like this. Her voice is fading fast. Don't die. Please don't die on me. But my prayers are in vain. Help me. Help. Her body suddenly grows heavy. I can no longer hear the sound of her breathing. And yet the blood from her wound is still warm. I killed her. I killed her. The one who killed Kurisu was me. As I scream, another me looks down from above. As he hears the sound of my despair, the last piece of the puzzle clicks into place. The scream I heard that day was my own. Have to look her in. Someone pulls at my arm. Come on, get up. I feel hands slip under my shoulders and drag me away. The knife in my hand pulls free from Kurisu's chest. A fresh torrent of blood follows it, still warm. Open your eyes, Kurisu, wake up! Pull yourself together. We need to get out of here before they find us. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. I tried to save you. I did. Why is this happening? Someone puts my arm over their shoulder and hauls me up to my feet, then drags me away step by step. I don't have the strength to resist. Guilt and regret are all the only things inside of me. I killed Kurisu twice. Let's get out of here. Don't give up yet, Uncle. Everything's gonna be fine, I promise. Now hold on tight. I feel someone pushing me hard from behind. Next, they take the knife away. My fingers are like solid rock. They have to be pried open one by one. I failed to save Kurisu. Worse, convergence made me kill her. The past has already been decided. It was impossible to change it from the start. Oh dear. Someone drags me out of the time machine. I crumple on the spot, powerless to even stand. Whoa, you already back? It hasn't been a minute. Ocarine? Ocarine! Mayuri rushes over to me. She looks at my face in concern, but even her concern is too much for me to bear. Please don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. Whoa, you're covered in blood. What happened? Get him a towel, Dad, and water. And some clothes too, hurry. An explanation, por favor. Just go already. Oh, okay. Darwin's back inside the building. Are you okay? Hang in there, don't die. He's okay, it's not his blood. Leave me alone. I don't deserve your concern. Save Kurisu, what a joke. Not only did I fail to save her, I took her life with my own 2 hands. 3 weeks ago in this very spot, I killed her. I murdered her. There's no way to save her. There never was. Everything has already been decided. It's the same as it was with Mayuri. The same. No matter how hard I struggle, the result will always be the same. We have a time machine. Shouldn't we give it another try? No, it's not that simple. No matter how many times I try, the result will converge on Kurisu's death. Even if I throw the knife away, fate will find some other way to kill Kurisu. Maybe Nakabachi will kill her. Maybe I'll trip and push her down the stairs. Maybe she'll just drop dead for no reason. The cause doesn't matter. The effect will always be the same. It doesn't matter if I time leap or if I time travel. Going to the past can't change the result. Maybe a D-mail could shift divergence enough to take us to another attractor field, but there's no way to control what might happen. D-mail is a shot in the dark. It's useless. Useless. Everything is useless. There's nothing I can do. Nothing. Nothing. I can't save Kurisu after all. I knew this would happen. I knew it would turn out like this. I can't take this anymore. I'm so tired. Enough already. I give up. Ha ha ha. Ocarine! A burning numbness spreads to my cheek. Mayuri hit me. What? She's never done anything like this before. The shock is enough to bring me to my senses. Mayuri looks at me with tears streaming down her cheeks. Her small body gently embraces mine, though I'm still covered in Kurisu's blood. Ocarine, you're not a quitter. She knows you never ever give up, not until the very end. Remember, every day she prayed for help in front of Granny's grave. And every day you came to see me. Even on rainy days and snowy days, you always stood next to Mayushi and called my name. Because you were always there for Mayushi, I was able to finally say goodbye to Granny. Mayushi doesn't really understand what's going on, but don't give up now, okay? Mayushi doesn't want to see you sad. Mayushi's gentle warmth envelops me. I cling to that warmth, but it's not enough to heal my heart. But I killed her. The person most precious to me who I wanted so desperately to save. I killed her. Ocarine. I can still feel the knife in my hand. I can still feel her fading heartbeat. I look at my hands over Mayuri's shoulder. They're red with blood, Kurisu's blood. The shaking won't stop. Tears fall, washing away the blood. Guilt and despair are tearing my soul. If Suzuha hadn't taken the knife, I might have slit my own throat in that very spot. This reality is too much to bear, but I realize that this is retribution, my just punishment for taking the godlike power of time travel and using it to distort the past. Kurisu can't be saved. It has been proven beyond a doubt. At the very least, I can't save her. Not even with Mayuri's encouragement. There's nothing I can do. You're wrong. You're wrong. Suzuha speaks, her voice full of conviction, and immediately afterwards, I hear a familiar melody, my male tone. Mayuri takes my phone out of her pocket. She's been looking after it. Got mail, Doreen. Mayuri gently puts my phone in my hand. I don't have the energy to check my mail, but for some reason Suzuha gestures for me to look at it. I reluctantly open my inbox. Turn on the TV. Oh no, they hit the... No, I was gonna say it. No, they hit the Pentagon. What? Turn on the TV? That's all it says. The sender's unfamiliar. Is this the prank? Spam? I'm bewildered. I don't know who sent this. But then I happen to glance at the send time, and the shock is like a lightning bolt to the brain. The date it was sent. August 21st, 2025. 2025? No, is this... It doesn't even occur to me to wonder if my phone has malfunctioned. After all, I know this phenomenon. A email? I look up at Suzuha. She sees my confusion and looks at my phone. It actually came through, just like he said it would. Judging by her surprise, I guess she doesn't know much. Suzuha left from 2036. That's 11 years after this email was sent. Does that mean it's not related to her? What does it mean? Yeah, there must be something on. Something you need to see. Hey guys, I brought the stuff. Daru comes back with a convenience store bag, right on time. Fortunately, my phone has TV reception. As soon as I switch it on, I see a news reporter standing at some foreign airport. There's a jumbo jet in the background. Looking closer, I see burns near the plane's tail. The caption says, "Fire on Russian airlines." Russian authorities announced today that a fire broke out on Russian airline flight 801 en route from Narita to Moscow. The flight departed Narita Airport at 11:05 Japan time, but a fire broke out in the cargo hold shortly before arrival. The flight made an emergency landing at Domodedovo International Airport, where the passengers were evacuated. No one was injured. One of the passengers on Flight 801 was a Japanese physicist who had declared his intention to seek asylum in Russia. The screen changes and the camera cuts to what appears to be the airport lobby. A man is standing there, surrounded by reporters. When I see his face, my breath catches in my throat. Dr. Nakabachi! Dr. Nakabachi, real name Makise Shoichi, made these comments on the press earlier today. I still haven't recovered from the shock of the murder in Kurisu. The images on the TV seem like something from a dream. Did they say Nakabachi sought asylum in Russia? I didn't think people still did that in this day and age. I mean, all you need is a passport to travel to Russia. I'm delighted to have arrived safely in this wonderful country. My deepest gratitude to the Russian government for accepting me. What happened on the plane? And read the subtitles at the bottom of the screen. When the cabin filled with smoke, I remained perfectly calm. Some passengers panicked and they settled down after giving my talking to. Nakabachi responds confidently. He certainly doesn't look like a man who could strangle his own daughter. My compliments to the pilot for his safe landing. He's a hero, for he saved not only my life, but my historic thesis as well. Subtitles changed to, is that thesis related to your request for asylum? Nakabachi nods theatrically. Indeed, if the thesis had been lost, it would have set scientific progress back a century. This thesis will change the course of human history. What is your thesis about? This thesis describes the first practical theory of time travel. Do you understand? Time travel. I, Dr. Nakabachi, have succeeded where countless others have failed. Nakabachi's tone quickly grows feverish. Now he's talking directly to the camera. Moreover, he's not talking about the accident at all. He's just promoting his research. He presents something to the camera. It's the envelope, one that Kurisu gave him.
This envelope contains the future of mankind. Soon all our dreams shall be realized. When I present this thesis to the scientific community, the world will change forever, and I'll be known as the father of the time machine. I have no right to condemn Nakabachi for his actions, not when it was my hand that took Kurusu's life. But at the same time, I can't stop myself from recalling the words Kurusu spoke, that hurt, betrayed tone that triggered Nakabachi's violence.
You're stealing my work? I didn't think even you would do something like...
Do those words not echo in his ears too? How can he stand there and present his murdered daughter's work as if it were his own, and look so proud of himself while doing it? I hear my teeth grinding in my head. But really, this envelope was in my checked baggage. If it had stayed there, then it would have burned up in the cargo hold and humanity's dreams along with it. However, fate intervened on my behalf, as if God himself had declared that my greatness should be known across this world. Nakabachi thrust his open hand at the camera. Behold the vessel of God's grace, because this was inside the envelope, itself the metal detector. As a result, I had to take the envelope with me on the plane. It's the little, the metal thing that Mayuri lost. The pilot is a hero, yes, but the true hero, the savior of humanity's future is this tiny figure. Sitting in the palm of his hand is a lump of silvery metal, barely 5 centimeters tall.
Ah!
Mayuri points at the screen. I look closer. That lump of metal in Nakabachi's hand. It's not just a lump of metal.
That's my metal Upa! Look, see there, it has Mayoshi's name on it!
Upa is a mascot character from the popular card game Rynet Axis Battlers. You can see Upa merchandise everywhere in Akihabara, from capsule toys to phone straps and other accessories. But of all Upa merchandise, the one most rare is the metal Upa, the facing metal Upa that Nakabachi presented to the camera. Near the bottom of the metal Upa, I can see cute letters written in bright red magic marker. The letters read,
Mayoshi's!
Whoa, you're right, what's he doing with it?
I dropped it during the presentation. It looked everywhere, but couldn't find it, so that's where it went. I can't get back up, it's all the way in Russia.
I stare at the screen in disbelief. My body is shaking, goosebumps break out over every inch of flesh. I know what this is. The butterfly effect! 3 weeks ago, Mayuri dropped her metal Upa in the assembly hall of Radicon. That tiny figure, a mere child's toy, went on to decide the fate of mankind. It rescued the Nakabachi paper from the fire. And in so doing, it laid the foundation for World War III. Suzuha, did you know about this? Suzuha answered with a look of apology. Who sent that email from 2025? Whoever it was clearly meant for us to see the news about Dr. Nakabachi.
Sorry.
Sorry? About what? What is she apologizing for?
Sorry for not telling you everything. But we needed you to fail once. You had to experience Makase Kurasu's death firsthand.
What?
You
tricked me?
Not exactly, it was part of the plan, at least that's what I was told.
Told by whom?
I'm sorry for making you go through that, Uncle.
Tell me what's going on.
See for yourself.
Suzuha points to the phone in my hand.
Then you'll understand.
What are you talking about?
The message should already be in your phone. The message you sent from 2025.
What?
The video mail. You received one, didn't you?
Yeah, I noticed too. She's right. When was that again? July 28th, right after I met Kurusu for the first time. Just as I was about to contact Mayuri, I received a mysterious video mail from the address I'd never seen before. Is that what she's talking about? But there was nothing on it, just noise.
Try again.
Suzuha grins.
If you try now after failing once to save Makase Kurasu's life, you should be able to see it.
Are you kidding me? Is that even possible? I'm not convinced, but I check my phone anyway, just to be sure. And there I find a saved video mail. When I check the sender's address, I realize that it's from the same address as the email just now. So they're from the same person, and this person is me in 15 years? 15 years, 2025, the year I die, according to Suzuha. I sent this message on the eve of my death, a message to myself in 2010. Suzuha told me that there was a plan to reach Steins Gate. Could that plan be in this video? Mayuri and Daru peek over my shoulder. I take a deep breath and press play with a trembling finger. Nothing appears on the screen but noise. Nothing has changed after all. There's no hidden message or anything. Oh. Huh? The noise suddenly dissolves, revealing the silhouette of a man. It looks like the video was shot somewhere dark. I can't see the man's face. Unkempt hair, lab coat, that's all I can make out. Is that you in 15 years?
It has to be. Something about him just says Green.
Really? Is this guy really me? My phone's tiny screen has become a window into the future. can't believe I'm about to hear a message from myself. Did you get my email? Then go watch the news. If you already have, then keep listening. That last mail was from him, from me. It doesn't feel real. Greetings, it's been 15 years, I suppose you could say.
Oh, your voice is so deep and cool!
The year is 2025. I'm sending this video by a process similar to D-mail. You dismantled the phone wave, so did I, but not 1 year later, I, which is to say you, turned back to time travel as my last hope. I spent 14 years researching time travel. Along the way, I managed to design a D-mail transmitter that wasn't bound by the 36-byte limit. The fact that you're watching this means that you failed to save Kurisu. It hurts, doesn't it? I know how you feel. After all, I went through that myself 15 years ago. That's right, I failed too. I've lived with that failure for 15 years. Do you understand why you had to fail? It was necessary to give me the proper motivation. You failed to save Kurisu, you killed her with your own 2 hands. Your guilt, your self-loathing have driven me for 15 years to give me the focus I needed to complete my plan. Without your failure, you would not be watching this message now. As you know, this world line is subject to attractive field convergence. Time travel alone cannot save Kurisu. That is why you had to fail, to create the chain of causality that linked you to me. Because you failed, I spent the last 15 years researching time travel. As the revelations Doneycatjr unleashed spread the world towards nuclear war, I continued my research in secret. Susan's time machine is the result, although the finishing touches were Darrow's in mind. The design was based on the theory that CERN first developed, and that Kurisu improved on the world line you undid. Its model number is C204, C for Christina. I believe you understand what that signifies. Now that the causal link has been established, allow me to explain the final stage of the plan. The purpose of this plan is to change divergence and reach the unknown world line called Steins Gate. By the way, I'm the one who named it Steins Gate. You, of all people, know why I chose that name. Because it sounds cool, isn't that right? There are 2 conditions you must meet to reach Steins Gate. First, you must save Makase Kurisu. Second, you must destroy the Doneycatjr paper. I know what you're thinking, convergence won't let you change the past. No matter what you do, Kurisu will die. But rest assured, there is a way. You can save Kurisu. Listen carefully. On July 28th, the first you went to Doneycatjr's presentation, blissfully unaware of what was about to happen. You must not change what the first you saw. Those events have been established, they are the result upon which this world line converges. However, there's room for deception. You don't understand, I know. Calm down, I'll explain. You're going to deceive yourself. At first you saw Kurisu lying in a pool of blood. If you were to change that fact, it would render everything that you have done since, as well as everything that I've done, a paradox. After finding Kurisu's body, you sent a D-mail, which was intercepted by Echelon, which tipped off CERN. Recall your experiences on the Alpha world line. You saw more than just Mayuri's death. You saw Kurisu alive and well, you made her a lab member, stuffed Spider Protest, and together you built the time leap machine. It was only 3 weeks, but she was there beside you. Those memories are yours, those memories are mine. They're the proof that we did not live only on this world line where Kurisu died on July 28th. You traveled to the Alpha world line. You met Kurisu and fell in love. You sacrificed the dreams of those closest to you. But still you fought to give Mayuri a future. For 3 weeks you fought, and now those memories are a part of you. If you had not seen Kurisu's body in the hallway of Radicon, you would not have sent that first email. CERN would not have found you. When you encountered Kurisu later, you would not have been shocked to see her alive. You would not have spoken the words that led her to your doorstep. Without those memories, you would not now be willing to travel through time to save her. I would not have spent my life searching for a path to Steins Gate. I would not have recorded this message. Darrow and I would not have completed the time machine. Susan would not be standing beside you now. You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between world lines. You must not undo the past. Those 3 weeks made you who you are, a man who would do anything to save the woman he loves. Your desperation made me who I am, a man who has given everything to make that dream come true. This moment would not be possible if not for the memories that you and I share. The man you were trying to create, a man with none of these memories to drive him, could never stand where you stand now. It all meant something. My preparations are complete, the rest is up to you. Oh, the final word, the final phase of Operation Scold will now commence. That's the final note. I was missing one, that's it. Your mission, change the outcome without changing established events. You saw Makase Kurisu lying in a pool of blood, that has been established. But at the same time, only that has been established. Deceive yourself. Deceive the world. That is the choice which will lead you to Steins Gate. Good luck, mad scientist. L. Psi. Kungru. And with that, the video ends. Mayuri and Daru looked dumbfounded. They obviously didn't understand a single word. I, however... Laughter bubbled up from the depths of my soul. Not minutes ago, I was lost in despair. I was ready to kill myself for what I had done. 1 second. While I've been recording this, it has turned into 7 p.m. at night, and it is very dark in my room. I need to turn on the light. I was ready to kill myself for what I had done, but now I'm laughing. Operation Scold, El Sai Kangaroo. I'm 33 years old and I still have no shame? Deceive myself, deceive the world? That's such chuny bullshit. It's pathetic, laughable, a juvenile fantasy. But at the same time, it feels right. Very well, if this is the choice of Steins Gate, then so be it. I am the insane mad scientist Hoyoma Koyoma, deceiving the world as child's play. It looks like I have to change the world after all. Mwahaha! Whoa, I thought Okarine was finally turning serious, but now he's back to his usual antics.
But you know, maybe she likes Okarine better this way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okarine just isn't Okarine unless he's laughing like an idiot.
Hoyoma Koyoma saved Mayushi, you know. So this time he'll definitely save my Makase Kurisu.
But deceive the world? What's that supposed to mean?
Mayushi doesn't have a clue.
Isn't it obvious? The only established fact about the past is that I saw Kurisu lying in a pool of blood. That's the extent of my observation. Kurisu was lying in a pool of blood as for whether she was alive or dead. That's still open to interpretation. Isn't that right, future me?
Huh?
Mayuri tilts her head. She still doesn't get it. For example, just think of it like this. Kurisu was merely unconscious and the blood was just a coat of red paint.
Oh, is that what happened?
Mayuri's eyes open wide in wonder. I give up. She's not going to understand. Wait a second. The news reports all said that she was...
What's true now doesn't matter. Only what Okarine saw on July 28th matters.
Really? Really? And that's because I'm not the Okabe Rintaro who lived on the Beta World line after Kurisu died. I traveled to the Alpha World line and back. I'm not bound by whatever effect Kurisu's death may have had during that time. What I'm going to do is recreate what I saw and only what I saw, but this time I'll do it so Kurisu doesn't have to die.
Don't forget, you also need to destroy the Nakabachi paper. Can you handle it?
Who do you think you're talking to, part-time warrior?
Part-time warrior?
Have you forgotten? I am the insane mad scientist Hoyoma Koyoma. I disregard the blank stares of my comrades and brush back my hair with a flourish. My plan is flawless. Operation Scold will succeed. But I need to prepare. Give me 30 minutes. Susan tightens her expression and nods firmly. I squat against the roof chain fence with my eyes closed. To refresh my memory, I pull out the drawers in my mental archive and start to each file one by one. My actions that day, Mayuri's actions, my conversation with Kurisu, Nakabachi's presentation. With those memories to guide me, I begin to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission.
Okarine, I got the stuff!
I open my eyes once I hear Mayuri's voice. Then it's time. It's fucking awesome sound check. I take a deep breath and stand up. Mayuri's faster on her feet than Daru and I are, so I had to her pick up some things from me. She went all the way to the lab and back in the sweltering heat, but she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy shaking her tail.
Here you go, will this work?
In her hand is a plastic stick about 30 centimeters long. I take it and nod in satisfaction. Good work, Mayuri.
Might just happen to be useful to Okarine. Oh, I also brought you this.
She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach.
What's that?
A banana!
No, I mean that stick.
It's not a stick, it's a sword. One of our lab's many inventions, future gadget number 6, the Xylem Saber.
Xylem Saber?
It's a red Xylem glow stick, an essential item for idol and voice actors concerts. It's not just a glow stick, it's saber-shaped. That's just its name implies you can reenact scenes from Spark Wars.
Wow.
Furthermore, I can also form fake blood clots, detach the cap and the tip, and thick blood starts flowing out.
I really don't get what you were trying to accomplish when you made this.
We wanted to make our sword fights more realistic. What he means to say is that everything is inevitable.
I think I see the plan. You're gonna use that Xyloom staff as a stand-in for Makase Kurasu's blood, aren't you?
Precisely. I stuffed my cheeks with banana, enraptured by my own genius. I truly am a mad scientist, wahahaha. I put the Xyloom saber in my pocket. It's about 30 centimeters long, so it sticks out a little, but I don't mind. I had Daryl buy me a stun gun earlier, I pocket that too. With this, my preparations are complete. I give Suzuha a glance.
Let's go, Kunko Green. One more time. One more trip to July 28th. There and back. It's all the fuel we have left. This is our last chance. You ready?
Leave it to me. I will change the world. I follow Suzuha into the time machine. While waiting for Mayuri to return, I asked Suzuha if there was a chance that I might run into myself from last time, in other words, me who killed Kurisu. She replied that wasn't possible. The world line where I killed Kurisu is minutely different from the one to which the time machine will take us. Time travel is a very small effect of divergence, much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be two versions of the same time traveler. However, it is important to remember that world lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, a tragic convergence merges them into a single world line. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future.
Ocarine!
Mario leans through the hatch and gently strokes my cheek.
Come back, okay?
Of course. I return the smile and give her a thumbs up. I close the hatch as Darwin and Mayuri see me off with words of encouragement. Suzuha is already operating the time machine.
The fate of the future hangs on this mission. On this mission.
Suzuha speaks as she presses the buttons.
We're counting on you, Uncle.
Instead of answering, I close my eyes. I found myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension, no the anxiety I felt the first time. How many times have I tasted failure? My hubris hurt those closest to me, my foolishness cost them their dreams. And even though those mistakes have been undone, the memory still remains as a brand on my heart. You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between world lines. You must not undo the past. It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice. Without them, I would not be standing here now. In that knowledge, I draw strength, confidence, and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing else. Less, better that. And so, I am no longer afraid. I will reach the unknown world line, Steins Gate. Its future is uncertain, but that is how it should be. For once, I need not worry about what fate is in store. Only one thing matters now. Saving Kurisu. Gravity pulls at my back. Rainbow lights start drifting through the compartment. It's time. This is my Ragnarok. I exit the time machine onto the familiar rooftop. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I've run through the plane in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suzuha to break the lock, then I run inside just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention to the capsule toy machines near the landing. It's time for step 1. Vinet Kakaru character doll series. This is it. On July 28th, the first me won a super rare metal Oopa from this very machine. No time to waste, I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. A capsule falls into the slot. Just as I grab it,
Look, a Rhino!
My heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced with the capsule toy machines that she doesn't realize who I am. Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. The metal Oopa is inside. This is the prize that it was meant for me, which means the first me will get. The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for Phase 2. I turn around abruptly.
Ah!
Kurisu was standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect.
Hey, you just came down from the... Yeah?
I'm gonna save you. Leave everything to me.
What?
I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to me and talk to the first me. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabachi's presentation. She claimed that I tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. That is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Kurisu on the shoulder, then race back up to the stairs.
Wait!
I'm sorry, I'm going a little high for her voice, I'm sorry. I run to the 6th floor, then creep up towards the 7th floor landing until I'm just about to make out the capsule toy machines. She's small. As expected, there's the first me about to turn the logo and lever in Mayuri's stead.
Ah, it's an Oopa!
Is it rare?
It's not rare, but isn't it just so cute? She loves Oopa!
I grinned to myself. It worked, the order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Oopa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means... Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine press conference. The presentation is about to begin. First me heads up to the 8th floor. But Mayuri doesn't move, she takes out a pen and starts signing the Oopa. Just as planned. When Dr. Nakabachi defected to Russia on August 21st, he had Mayuri's metal Oopa with him. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of the Nakabachi paper. But one question remains, how exactly did Mayuri's Oopa fall into Dr. Nakabachi's hands? I watch as Mayuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me. Before she gets to the stairs, she puts the Oopa into her coat pocket, but it doesn't go all the way. As she runs up the stairs, I see it fall and roll away. Mayuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. I look at the Oopa lying on the floor. Does Nakabachi pick it up? How? He's in the middle of his presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. That's when Kurusu comes up from downstairs, quickly hiding the stairwell across the landing. Kurusu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen Oopa and picks it up. So it was Kurusu who found the Oopa. Butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on what must have been thousands of planes during one of what must be thousands of planes flying that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Kurusu looks curiously at the Oopa, then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurusu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Kurusu puts the Oopa into her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Here's where it gets serious. I grip the Xylem saber and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It'll last about 10 minutes. It should get dim before Kurusu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakabachi? One mistake and Kurusu will die. What are you afraid of, Hoyo and Koyama? Everything's going according to plan. Operation Scold is flawless. You spent 15 years researching it and perfecting it, remember? Believe in yourself. Believe in Hoyo and Koyama. Hoyo and Koyama will save Kurusu. I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There she be. There they are. Kurusu has come, right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now I know the reason behind that smile. It's the Oopa inside. She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Kurusu. I stifle a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way, despite the current situation. Once Nakabachi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the Xylem saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I'll scare him away and stun Kurusu. The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. There he be. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kurusu looks up. Can't see Nakabachi, but I know it's him. I wanted to talk. Are you listening, Papa? Even the words she speaks are the same. What is that? I heard you were giving a presentation on time travel. But I thought about it too. Could it be possible to make a time machine? The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakabachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. And the first me is probably at fault for that, at least partially. Looks like it's about time for Nakabachi to go to ballistic. I grip the Asylum Saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down, and all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the fake blood will. Huh? My breath catches in my throat. In the darkness of my hiding spot, I bring the Asylum Saber close to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for about 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? Come to think of it, we never tested the Asylum Saber. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. This is bad, the plan is falling apart. I wasn't shunned. Nakabachi's shrill shriek startles me. Those incompetent bastards are just jealous of my superiority. I was the one who gave up on them.
Please don't yell.
Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? Can't leave. Nakabachi's about to attack his daughter. If I make my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Kurusu again. No matter what, I can't let that happen. What do I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No, remember what Suzuha said? There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance.
We haven't seen each other in a while. There's a lot I want to talk about. You're living in Aomori now, right?
Leave.
Huh?
Go back to America. Never show your face to me again.
But
you want my opinion? We'll submit it jointly. You don't mean any of that. I know how you think. My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing. Is this pity? How dare you? You're supposed to be my daughter.
I don't understand. Please come.
I am calm. Don't tell me what to do. Nakabachi's about to snap. Events are proceeding just like last time, barely inexorably towards disaster. Please, I find myself begging. Make time stop. But another voice from within answers. Are you praying, Hoyo and Koyama? Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why I called you here today. I wanted to show you my research beyond even what you could imagine. I wanted to prove once and for all that you are nothing compared to me. Change the future. Deceive the world. But that brat in the lab coat ruined everything. I know you were laughing at me too, don't deny it. How dare you treat your own father this way?
It wasn't.
You want my opinion? Fine, I'll give it to you. I'm gonna publish it myself, end of discussion. I won't court the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Kurusu myself. She won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone's.
You're stealing it?
What did you say?
You're stealing my work? I didn't think even you would do something like... Ah!
Nakabachi strikes Kurusu on the cheek. Who do you think you're talking to?
It's starting.
Yeah, there we go. I have the hiccups. I'm nervous. Nakabachi puts his hand around Kurusu's neck. Her cries of agony fill my ears. There's still a way to prevent Kurusu's death. That puddle of blood I saw beneath Kurusu's body. There's one more way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It's a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on the Steins world line. You can't possibly understand how I feel. Why'd you have to be so talented? I detest you. I hate your very existence. Nobody's allowed to be better than me, understand? Nobody, especially not my own daughter. That's why I abandoned you. I couldn't bear the shame of being your father. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It matters not. I'm Hoyo Koyama, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for predetermined future. Stop! Calmly, I step out from my hiding spot. Nakabachi looks at me with disbelief. His eyes are wide and bloodshot. You're the brat who ruined my presentation. Nakabachi lets go of Kurusu. How dare you show your face before me? Why does everyone get in my way? I know, you and Kurusu planned this, didn't you? Didn't you? You brats won't get away with this. Nakabachi pulls the knife from his pocket. Its blade reflects cold light. Once I see that glint, I laugh disdainfully. Try it if you dare. Who are you? My name? It's Hoyo and Koyama. What? Hoyo for Phoenix, then Eden, and finally the terrible truth that must never be revealed. Hoyo and Koyama. Hoyo and Koyama, featherback. I'm the bringer of chaos, the destroyer of order, and I am the one who will end your ambition. Kurusu staggers to her feet with her hand to her neck. Run away! Never! I I dismissed Kurisu's plea and instead turned to Nakabachi with my arms spread wide. What's wrong, Dr. Nakabachi? Aren't you gonna kill me, or have you lost your nerve? Of course, a mere mortal can never slay a god, such as I, mwahaha. You little... Nakabachi goes in for a frenzy. He charges me with his knife point first. No, Papa, stop! Nakabachi is completely lost his mind. I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body. You can't kill me, you're nothing! Die! The knife approaches its point, glittering menacingly in the dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Intense pain rips through my abdomen. I feel the cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. The pain flares. It feels like my insides are being torn out. Nakabachi yanks out the knife. Blood gushes from the open wound. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body is on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet. Now who's laughing? That's what you get for mocking me. I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakabachi's face. He instantly turns pale. Now you've done it. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. A wave of nausea surges over me. Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away. I keep my eyes fixed on Nakabachi. You'll regret this, old man. I'm going to kill you. You and the girl. I'll kill you both. Don't move. Kurisu runs up to me. She holds me and supports my body. Lie down, I'll call an ambulance. What is she doing trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for a tsundere. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time, I'm gonna save you. What? Yeah, stunner. Kurisu convulses. Strength leaves the legs she used to support me. She collapses. I'm sorry. I send her my silent apology. I'll be sure to have my way with your daughter before I kill her. But first is you, Dr. Nakabachi. Nakabachi tosses his knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back, 2 steps back. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabachi turns and flees down the hallway towards the elevators. But first he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurisu dropped. How shrewd of him. I touch my wound. The light has touched since pain coursing through my body. I fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. I press my hands into the blood. Still not enough. I reach for my stomach, wet, glistening with blood. I take a breath and drive my fingers into the wound. Oh, dude, don't do that. Don't do that. It's uncomfortable. The pain is like nothing I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. I scream until my throat is raw. My throat is raw, dang. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hand and pull the wound wider. My blood paints the floor crimson. Hagalugarin! Suzuha runs up to me. That wound, what happened? What were you thinking? If you die, if we fail. Uncle. You forget who you're dealing with, Suzuha. Look at the floor. Notice anything? The floor? That should be enough blood, don't you think? She looks down and beholds my masterpiece. A pool of blood. To deceive myself. To deceive the world. The stage is set. But Uncle, you'll die. There's no way I'm gonna die. Who do you think I am? I'm the insane mad scientist Hoyori Koyama. Uncle. If convergence holds, then it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. I die in 2025. That's a fixed event at the Beta World line. That was my bet. I intentionally provoked Nakabachi to rage. I took the knife meant for Kurisu and survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan. Though I have to admit, I didn't think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of that world line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. How ironic, I made a bet past something based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die. But winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. I twist my lips into a smile and time to put on the finishing touch of my masterpiece. Suzuha, get Kurisu.
Okay.
Suzuha picks up the unconscious Kurisu. Then she lays her face down on the top of my blood puddle. Kurisu doesn't wake up. She's perfectly still. But she's definitely breathing. I stroke her hair gently. Did it hurt? I'm sorry, but I had to do it to save you. Even though those were 3 weeks, we'll never come back. I want you to live. Even if we reach Steins Gate, even if Kurisu lives, even if I don't die, we'll never meet again. Kurisu will never join the lab. We'll never build the time leap machine together. But still, I'm glad I was able to save her. Goodbye. Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. While Suzuha goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb to my feet. Mission complete. Return to base. I better not die at the end of this game. I'm gonna be so mad if I die.
This is crazy, Uncle. You're insane.
Insane? Nonsense. This is all according to plan.
Don't talk. I'll take you back to August 21st. Try to endure the G's, okay? Damn, I should have brought a first aid kit.
I feel pressure crush my body. My wound throbs. I feel like groaning, but I bite my lip and bear it. Rainbow lights fill my vision. The time machine is activating. Suzuha wraps my wound with a towel.
Hey, Uncle. I'm sure Steins Gate is waiting for us on the other side, a world where nothing is known, where anything is possible. A world where you live, where Makase Kurisu lives, where Shina Mayuri lives. A world where I have no reason to travel to 2010. The future may still lead to World War III. It may lead to a dystopia ruled by Saturn.
Someone's warm hand grasps mine. Tightly, tightly.
But now there's hope for the future again.
I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe, but my pain feels distant now.
Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate. So I'll say it now.
The warmth of her hand slowly fades away. Oh dear.
Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live. And in 7 years, let's meet again, okay?
Alright. It's time to go home. Mayuri and Dara are waiting. And with them, a future that is yet to be written. Crossing my fingers, guys. I'm crossing my fingers. I better fucking not. I better not be dead. No, no, no. No smooth ending song. Fuck you, no. I better get out of this time machine. I better not be dead. If it cuts to me, if it cuts to my area at my fucking grave, I'm gonna shoot someone. I'll do it. I won't. I won't. That's a lie. That's a lie, YouTube. I'm not gonna do that. Oh man, I'll be so mad. I did not play like 35 hours of this game for this. But at least it looks like we'll end off with just over 2 hours, so at least this episode will be reasonably timed. After I'm done with this, I gotta do a bunch of work and actually eat. I haven't eaten dinner. I spent all this time doing this. I have not eaten dinner. I'm very hungry. We have to talk about this game. I'm hungry though. I'm hungry. Dude, I could use some juicy chicken right now. I'm gonna have like ramen. A cup of noodles, I think, in honor of this. So, good game. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Doesn't mean I'll have to play Chaos Head though, because I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a death wish, alright? Like I'd play Chaos Head. I have other stuff going on. But it's good. I'll have to play the other games in the series and see what changes they make in the renewed version. Yeah, very good. I like this game a lot. And it's something like, it's probably my favorite visual novel, I guess. I don't know. You know when you like feel like something like your favorite of all time? I didn't really feel that here. Like I liked it a lot. I loved it, and I'll love it forever and always have. But you know, You get that feeling, you know? But it was very good, you know, still like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Visual novel, I just haven't played a lot of them. Maybe I'll come back to this in a few years once I've played more visual novels and be like, alright, yeah, that's probably my favorite. Because I had that same thing with both Monogatari and ReZero for light novels and anime subsequently. Or no, I get that in the wrong order. Monogatari is my favorite anime. ReZero is my favorite light novel. Flash web novel, I guess. So this could just be like round up 3. Because the whole reason I played this is that the Monogatari had like a crossover. Oh shoot, how much controller? With Steins Gate. And I was like, you know what, I should record myself playing that. But beside that, it was very good. And thank you for anyone who actually made it this far. Especially if you watched the whole series at any point, even in the future. Thank you so much for watching and being with me. I know I'm very terrible at audio and stuff and commentary. But this has been a really nice experience to do. I don't record a lot of videos, so it's cool. It means a lot. Oh, awesome guitar. I can't read any of this, but I bet it's really moving and impactful. Oh, they don't even have the logo, they just have the little thing, or do they? Do they have the logo? I bet they have the logo. Yeah, there they are. Five things. Nature Plus. Yay! Ooh. Well, thank you all for joining me. I guess we'll probably have one after credit scene. So let's see what that is. Oh, and then negative 1.8 something, 1.08. Oh, that one. There you go. Oh, and it's got the negative above the 1. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Come on. It's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. If I'd been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. The doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. After being cooped up at the hospital for so long, it's exciting to be walking around Akiba again. I look around to see if Akiba is any different from what I remember, but nothing catches my eye. I just get the feeling that there are more moe shops than before. But the mysteries of divergence. I chuckle to myself and dig into my pocket. Something jingles. Oh, there are metal pins inside, 8 of them. The Future Gadget Laboratory's member badges. They're designed based on the pin Suzuha brought from the future. Which world line Suzuha was that again? Anyway, back then we searched all over Akiba for that pin. And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to ask Dara to have them made. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was already shady enough. It was that shady foreign street vendor. The final product is slightly different from Suzuha's, but it's perfectly well done. I didn't actually get to look at it. I passed through the archway of Yanabayashi's shrine and head to the courtyard. There, brandishing a sword with sublime dignity, stands a Miko. The Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtlessly stop to stare, but that's not a Miko, and that's not a real sword. That sword is a 980 yen imitation, and that beautiful Miko is a guy. Lukako lifts his head at the sound of my footsteps. Okabe-san. As soon as our eyes meet, he rummaged up to me in a fluster. His eyes are already wet with tears. You were discharged today? Yeah. What? I'm sorry, I didn't know anything about it. Of course you didn't. I didn't tell you. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm so happy. And then he starts crying in earnest. Seeing his tears, I feel an urge to pat his head and tell him everything will be alright, but I resist and sigh instead. I hear you were a natural at your cosplay debut. I hear you even had a fan club. Mayuri filled me in on the situation. After years of persistent nagging, she finally convinced Lukako to cosplay near the end of summer break. And it wasn't in time for Kamima, but he wore one of Mayuri's costumes to a cosplay event in early September. His cosplay debut was effective. Dozens of photographers took his pictures, and the images soon went viral on the net. Try to look up the pictures of Lukako now and you'll get a ton of hits. He's been swarmed by fans, and since that's what they call a trap, he's popular with girls too. There are some things in this world I just don't understand.
To be honest, it's so confusing.
Well, you know, I still haven't had the pleasure to see you cosplay in the flesh.
I just can't. If Kaiwa-san were to see me, I'd get so embarrassed I'd die.
But you had fun, didn't you? That's what Mayuri said.
Yes.
You've grown up, Lukako. He's overcome his feelings of inadequacy and accepted himself for who he is. And he even had fun doing it.
Koyama-san, it's all thanks to the sensations on Masao you taught me. It's cleared my mind of all mundane thoughts.
He truly is a worthy disciple. But you must not grow complacent. Your next objective is to ascend to the true form of the Sensation Zanma style. Once you've mastered it, the flames of evil sealed within you will have nothing left to burn. That moment will mark the beginning of the legend of Urushibara Luka, guardian Miko of the Personopolis of Akihabara.
What exactly will this legend be about?
I shall tell you at the proper time. I reach into my pocket and take out a pin. Lab Mem number 006, Urushibara and Luka, I grant this unto you. Lukako nervously accepts the pin with a confused expression.
When did I become a lab mem?
It's a memory from beyond the veil of time. Your past life, I suppose you could say.
My past life?
You've been a lab mem from the moment you were born. Be proud. It's not an exaggeration, it's the truth. Lukako most likely doesn't remember. But it's okay, even if I'm the only one who does. You don't like it?
No, it's just, I'm really happy.
He starts crying again.
I always wanted to be a part of your lab. I wanted to be one of you. But I never had the courage to ask. Thank you so much.
He bows his head. OSHMKUFA. This is a precious artifact. Only 8 of them exist in the entire world. It's a magic item that protects you from all calamity.
Really?
No. So don't lose it.
I won't.
Lukako nods with a joyful smile on his face. Too cute.
Welcome back, Master.
I pass through May Queen's door for the first time in forever. Ferris turns over to greet me.
Koyama!
She suddenly links arms with me. At first I get a little flustered when something soft touches my elbow, but then I break into cold sweat once I feel the murderous glares of the surrounding Ferris fans.
They let you out of the hospital, yeah?
Yeah, I managed to climb my way out of hell. I tear Ferris off me and take a deep breath.
Precisely what I expected from the Hoyoink bloodline. The name of the underlying freaks isn't for show, yeah?
I see she's still making up her own backstories for people. It boggles the mind that this crazy cat girl is behind the redevelopment of Akihabara. Maybe the world's just messed up.
Mayuki has a day off, yeah?
I know. She shows me to my table where I order iced coffee.
Oh, right, we decided to open a secondary May Queen location, yeah? And it's right by Tuajoy, yeah? Isn't that awesome, yeah?
Don't you think you're abusing your authority as a redevelopment committee chair? Just a little? No doubt the recent explosion of moe shops is her doing. I think she's getting a little carried away.
This is my sacred duty, now. Now is the time to summon all the powers of moe to this holy land in preparation for the offensive, now.
What? They're gonna attack? Did the awakening occur while I was in the hospital?
That's right, now. They took your absence as their opportunity, now. Will we be able to complete the moeification of Akiba before they hatch? That's the only way to defeat them. It's a race against time, now. Fairy thought we fought in the Rhina AB tournament together, Karma, but it was really tough by myself, yeah.
What the hell does she mean by karma? Over the past month, Ferris has started participating in Rhina Access Battles tournaments. Ferris is the champion of Akihabara Redevelopment Project, a high school girl, a popular waitress at a maid cafe, the president of the company founded by her father, and the head of the Akiha family. She should be incredibly busy, but I guess she couldn't stay away from Rhinet forever. Anyway, she went to her very first official tournament and snatched a dramatic victory. Ferris is even more cheerful than usual now. I guess that all it takes to feel fulfilled is to do things you like to do.
I need your mad scientist powers to stop them, yeah. If they make it into town, they'll take the place in the little box.
I guess I'll have no choice. If it's come to this, then I too must fulfill the covenant. Oh yeah, take this with you.
Yeah?
Lab Mem 008. I take the pen out of my pocket and present it to Ferris.
This is... where did you get this, Koyama?
During my stay at the hospital.
So you've overcome the test of heart, yeah? You are truly a great man, yeah?
I don't really get what's going on, so let's just nod for now. This belongs to you, Lab Mem number 007. Whenever you need my help, just hold that pin and speak the incantation La Yoshta Stella. Stella. Ferris and I smile at each other. And then we high-five. Sick.
Thanks, Nya. The future at the laboratory is the hope of Akiba, Nya. Can I come over for a visit, Nya?
Of course you can. Jar will be glad to see you. When I get back to the lab, I'm startled to find an unexpected visitor. Yo, Okabe out of the hospital already? Yeah. Tenoji, Yuko, and Naya are standing out front. Kuru Moeka is with them. The Rounders, who killed Mayuri on another world line. Naya hides behind her father when she sees me, like usual. Oh yeah, let me introduce you. Tenoji indicates Moeka with his chin. Starting today, this girl's gonna work part-time at my place. Moeka bows her head. She's silent as always, but at least she's not holding her phone. I guess that's some improvement. Doesn't talk much, but don't let it bother you. Don't worry, Shining Finger and I know each other already. Shining Finger? Who's that? I point to Moeka. Shining Finger, that's the name of her Esper power. Tenoji and Moeka ignore me completely. He helped me look for in 5100. I got a thank you email from her during my stay in the hospital. That email helped me figure out how our relationship on this world helped me figure out our relationship on this world line. Oh, that retro PC you were talking about? You find one? Moeka shakes her head. Well, it's just an urban legend. Why did you decide to work here? Did Tenoji tell her who he is? I thought Moeka wasn't supposed to know FB's true identity. I brought her. Naya speaks up in a tiny voice. I introduced her to Daddy. I see, so you're a matchmaker, huh? Hey, numbskull, there's only two things I love in this world. Ron Tubes and my little girl. Daddy. Besides, it was more like the other way around. After Naya fell and got hurt, this girl gave her a first aid and brought her all the way back here. I didn't know Moeka had such a gentle side. Then she was unemployed. I decided to give her a job as thanks for helping out my girl. Never thought our store would hire a part-timer. Didn't you hire one just last month? Huh? You hiring your painkillers, kid? I never had help before. Of course. The Suzuho who worked here was the Suzuho of the Alpha World line. The Suzuho who came from a future world by CERN. The current world line has a different future, so she didn't come. The time she's been here never happened. Well, in that case, good luck to you, Moeka. This is the perfect opportunity. I take a pin out of my pocket and hand it to Moeka. Oh, now you're flirting? Don't mess around with my part-timer. This pin is proof that you are lab mem number 005. Our lab is on the second floor. Come by whenever you feel like it. Moeka stares at the pin in her hand. But I can't help you look for IBM 5100 anymore, okay? Don't be like that. Help her out, will ya? I can't. I'm a busy man. Catch the attention of the Rounders again? No thanks. Besides, the three of them are better off if we never find an IBM 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug and head to the stairs. Okabe-kun. Moeka calls my name. I turn back to see Moeka smiling ever so faintly. Thank you for this. Yeah. The hatred I've once felt towards him is gone. I forgave Moeka and Tenoji both. Now that I've destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbors. I won't pry into their secret lives, and I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, the affection that Naya showed towards Moeka brings an undeniable warmth to my heart. Right as I walk into the lab, I'm greeted by the chiming of a microwave oven. Oh yeah. Ocarine! Mayuri smiles brightly as she takes a juicy chicken number 1 out of the microwave. Da-da-da! Welcome back, Ocarine! Did you just combine welcome back and Ocarine? Yep, I said it before, remember? Then Mayuri holds out the steaming chicken. Want some too? I'll give you one to celebrate your homecoming. I accept the gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I've had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month, but it's so delicious I want to cry. Where'd you get that microwave? We disassembled the phone we have named Subject to Change weeks ago. Oh, oh, that was me. Daru pops up out of the development room in all his rotund glory. I wonder if he's making a new future gadget. You bought it? I found it, duh. It was a pain to repair. It's kinda old, but it still works fine. And that's our super hacker. Now let's keep up at that pace and make our next future gadget. That reminds me of Green, I'm mad at you. Mayuri suddenly puts on a pout. Why'd you leave the hospital without telling Mayushi? We went all the way to the hospital to pick you up, but the nurse said you already left. That was one hot nurse. I wish I was hospitalized instead of Ocarine. You think you're my guardian now, Mayuri? You've certainly come up with the word. You've certainly come up in the world. Have you forgotten? I'm the one who protects you. I even help you with your diaper. I couldn't move at all after the operation, so my mother and Mayuri made the great effort of coming to care for me. Especially Mayuri, even though it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful for the childhood friend of mine from the bottom of my heart. She's a ditz to be sure, but it seems like she always needs someone to look out for her. But she's actually quite tough for her age. You got your childhood friend to change your diaper? I'm jealous, man. What eroge is that from? I think Darrow needs to die for a bit. It's real. I bought Mayuri on the head. I'll buy you some juicy chicken number 1 later.
Really? Thanks, Ocarina. It was worth it to help you after all.
I can't do the Mayuri voice. I'm running out of breath. Oh, yeah. I have some water next to me. I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mayuri's innocent smile. Mayuri is still alive. I've seen her die countless times. Though the events of the world lines have been undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same thing were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Or would I try again to save her, even if it meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided. But for now, Mayuri is here. And that means everything to me. Here, take these. I give Mayuri and Darrow their pins.
It's so cute!
Nice, they're finally done. Mayuri pins the badge to her chest and shows it off with a pirouette.
Gotta be sure to put it on every day or else I won't be allowed into the lab.
I can't do Mayuri anymore, I'm sorry. Nobody really made that rule, but whatever.
But, there's something that's been meaning to ask you about the pen.
What's that?
There's an inscription, right? It says Oshun 2010. Okabe, Shina, Hashira, and then Urushibaru and Ferris. I got those, but what about MK Who are they?
M for Makase, K for Kiryu, A for Amane. But the current Mayuri wouldn't understand. Those 3 were lab mems on a world line undone and forgotten. I haven't told Mayuri or Darrow about them. They wouldn't believe me even if I told them, especially about the last initial A. I mean, how do I tell Darrow he's gonna have a daughter? I can just imagine his reaction. Who's my lucky bride to be? I hope she's got a cute face, delicious flat chest, and blonde hair, and twin tails, and a golden ratio Cinderace personality. And when she's in dairy mode, she's super cuddly and sexy. He'd say something gross like that, no doubt. I remember, as I lay dying in the time machine, Suzuha gripped my hand and said,
"Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate. So I'll thank you now. Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live."
Just as he predicted, Suzuha vanished the moment we returned to August 21st. Right before my very eyes, the time machine was enveloped in rainbow light and disappeared. She was smiling as she faded away. That was proof I had reached Steins Gate, and that's why I don't warn Suzuha.
In 7 years, let's meet again, okay?
I don't know what the future will bring. There's still the possibility that Darrow won't get married, and that Suzuha won't be born. But still I believe that in 7 years we will meet again. And that's when I will give her this pin. Her birthright is lab member 008. Until then, I'll keep it in a safe place. My throat. Aimlessly head out to town alone. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate world line. As I try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when, Ferris' D-mail raised the Moe shops from Akiba. At that time, it was obvious that the world had changed. Feels weird to have it repaired. I feel unsatisfied, so I look up at Radicon. Obviously, there's no satellite stuck in the roof. It's open for business as usual. When I arrived on this world line, right after I saw Suzuha disappear, the very first thing I did was ask Mayuri and Darrow a question. Have there been any murders at Radicon? They panicked at the sight of my bloodstained body. They answered that no one had been murdered at Radicon. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had Darrow call up the news on my phone. They were running the story about Nakabachi's flight to Russia. This time, Nakabachi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot, he was yelling, spraying spit everywhere. His appearance was strikingly similar to how I last saw him in the hallway of Radicon. To me, his unintelligible rambling was evidence of Operation Skull's success. This is an outrage, a fire? How can that happen? My precious thesis was burned to a crisp. The future of humanity went up in flames. There's no time for an interview. I won't stand for this, Russian Airlines. I'll murder every last one of your crew members. Money's not the issue, aren't you listening? You burned my thesis, which would have changed human history forever. I should have left you fools hand in my suitcase. None of this would have happened if you just carry it with me. The subtitles read, "What was your thesis about?" Time travel, the invention that can grant control over all space-time, from past, present, to future. The screen immediately returned to the studio, where a female reporter continued. This outburst continued for some time. Daichi Nakabachi, also known as Makase Shoichi, was detained by Russian authorities upon arrival at Domodedovo International Airport in Moscow. Makase is currently under investigation by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department as a suspect in the July 20th stabbing of a young man. I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabachi now. For argument's sake, let's just say Nakabachi manages to recreate Kurusu's thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it as long as Kurusu is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts the Makise daughter over the father, meaning Kurusu could deter any attempts made by Nakabachi. World War III won't break out, or at least it won't be over the Nakabachi paper. I haven't seen Kurusu. Apparently Kurusu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but at present there's been no progress on the investigation as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. I heard from Dharma that no one was murdered at Radicon, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Kurusu is still alive, that much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. Aside from the few words we exchanged at Radicon, the current Kurusu and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden, so it's not like I could have gone to see her even if I wanted to. Kurusu said that she was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha World line, so things may have changed, but what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did to her? I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pings remain. One of them is for Lab M001. That's me. The remaining badge, which belongs to Lab M004, may never reach its rightful owner. But Kurusu is alive, and that's good enough for me. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands. But this time I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Kurusu. No one but me. I'll remember. I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey, Kurusu. I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. CERN may still complete their time machine. But at the very least, the future's undecided. We're building it now, from the bottom up, not just me, not just you, but every man, woman, and child. So keep on watching, wherever in this wild world you may be. I take out my own pin and fasten it to my chest. I walk through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. Oh. Eh? I quickly turn around. Just now, in the corner of my eye, I saw her. The girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed me by. There. A familiar figure. I'd recognize that back anywhere. She had stopped too in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, she turns to face me. It's her. I thought she had gone back to America. It's her. She doesn't even know me. It's you! That voice. That face. That hair. Those eyes. Bakase Kurusu is standing there the same as I remember her. I've been looking everywhere for you. Ever since you saved my life. I was afraid I'd never have a chance to say thank you. I'm so glad we could finally meet. Thank you so much. Thank goodness you're alright. Kurusu looks so radiant as she tries to hold back her tears. Just when I thought I had finally suppressed it, all my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry too. So to hide my embarrassment, I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Why is she here? Reading standard didn't activate. What? Protect her? That's a tall order, my friend. But if that's the choice of Steins Gate, then so be it. Else I congru. I close my phone and clear my throat. I have no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide, pleading eyes. I open my mouth. We meet again, Christina. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not Christina, or your assistant, or... Huh? Eh? Now I really have no idea what to say. How does this Kurusu know about that? Those were the names I used to tease Kurusu. She always got mad whenever I used them. They were our blonde, our private joke, and I had yet to use them on the day we first met at Radicon. So how could this Worldline's Kurusu know? Huh? Why did I say that? Words just popped into my head. It looks like Kurusu is as confused as I am. She stares at me bewildered. And then I finally realized the truth. Everyone is reading Steiner. Even if the world line changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten, your memories remain. You've mentally forgotten, all it takes is a push and you can remember. The memories of those lost 3 weeks. The memories we made together. Welcome back, my assistant, Makase Kurusu. No, Christina. I reached into my pocket to take out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds. And that's why, just as the reading demonstrates, the possibilities are endless. I place the pin in Kurusu's hand, I gently close her hand in mine. And holding back my tears, I tell her, this is the choice of Steins Gate. Yay! You should get married. Open the Steins Gate completed. Alright, and we're done. clear list. Oh, I think I'm actually missing one more tip. Fuck. Did I, like, mess it up? No, I think I'm missing... No, because I got those 2 tips, right? I got all the tips, right? It's gonna fuck me up if I don't have all tips. 1 second. Oh, we're good. Fuck, no! It's at 99%! You gotta be kidding me. What am I missing? Am I missing a CG? Oh, please don't tell me I'm missing a CG. That'll be so anticlimactic. Fuck, I am. What is that? I'm missing a CG. No. We can't end off on that. We have to get the CG. What is this? What is the CG? It's gonna mess me up. No, this is gonna mess me up. I don't like this. No. What do you think I get it from? What do you think I get that CG from? It's gonna annoy me. It's gonna annoy me. It's gonna annoy me. I'm sitting here like pouting. I'm just sitting here pouting with my arms crossed. I was gonna say I'm gonna play it all again, but I just missed the chance to play it all again. Wait. Oh. Ah, there we go. I was like, why aren't the rest of them there? Yay! This is very anticlimactic. There should be some celebration music playing with this, but I think that must be the last CG then. Alright. Fucking stupid ass background. I'm gonna change my wallpaper back to my classic Froggy. Alright, kids. Let's go. Let's go back to the title menu. No. Get it. CG library. And that's it. That's all of them. Yes! Yeah, how do I zoom? There we go. Everyone, yay! 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 I should have given her the metal Oopa. It was in my pocket, wasn't it? Come on, give Myri the metal Oopa. But anyway, that should be clear list 100%, right? Yes! Yes! It only took me 35 hours, but I'm a completionist! Yay! Dude, I'm sweaty, man. This is a good game. Everything I've ever said wrong about this game, I take it back. I don't actually. There are things wrong with this game. Okay, that's all of them. Well, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I've said pretty much all I wanted to say as I've played through this game. It was a good game. Pretty good game. I liked it. I liked the ending. There's still some more I gotta do, and some of the new scenes. I'll just have to watch, like, with all the scenes that I missed that they were introduced in later versions of this game. But man, that was totally worth it. Thank you so much for sitting with me for these past, like, I mean, I guess I skipped through like a few hours of it worth of gameplay. Not recording, but you know, pretty much like 30 hours of gameplay. Thank you so much everyone for being here with me. This episode will come out tomorrow, which is good, because all that. Thank you so much. I don't really know. And I think I don't want to. I gotta say something really cool. I should pause the video so I get a thought, something this cool to say in this final line. Kids, just remember. Just remember, kids. It'll bring you only good things. Never forget. Love you. Bye.